good evening, curling fans. Good morning, I should say, curling fans, and welcome to draw number 9 here at the AMJ Players Championship. A few quick announcements before we meet the teams. All day, there's going to be some giveaways in the arena from our friends at Hilbert and Burke. We're going to be giving away a pair of earrings tonight. So, we're going to be looking for the most enthusiastic fan. If you want your chance to win, ahead of time, tell high, do as loud as you can, you can go home with a beautiful pair of earrings from our friends at Hilbert and Burke. Also, we want to encourage everybody to check out both sides of the concourses as we have some amazing sponsors set up. Lots of great giveaways and contests. You can go home with a cool prize, so make sure you go check out what they are all about. Also, I want to send a big welcome to Chartwell, who's here with us today. Chartwell, a great crew. We got to meet them as well. I'm so happy to have them back here in Toronto.
And it's the choice of champions.
When it comes to the game we love, having the right gear makes all the difference.
Goldline's new curling shoes and brooms are a game changer.
The shoes, unbelievably comfortable.
And the brooms, lightweight and effective, giving you control on every sweep.
When I step onto the ice, I'm not just prepared, I look sharp.
Have you seen these shoes? They are a game changer.
And the brooms, light as a feather.
It's a Goldline.
It's a Goldline.
It's a Goldline.
And is the choice of champions.
Final stone.
Whoa! Girl! Easy! Whoa!
Does he have it? Yes, he does! What a shot! John Schuster! Oh my goodness! A third of a rock for... That would make sense why he did curl.
We gotta not kill that. It's gotta just be in the catch zone.
I mean, my gut is like hack to board and just roll 3 feet. 2 feet.
Close. Last drop. Yep. 8th in. From the tie. Isabel Verano.
Yep.
Yes!
All right, welcome to the AMJ Players Championship. We've got live practice coverage here. We're going to cover the Gushue McEwen game. We got lots of people in the booth today. We've got John Epping, first place so far, 3-0, rolling so far. As we were just talking, it doesn't get any easier. And then we've got a newbie, some child labor in here, Isabella Lang, making her broadcasting debut. And Bella, do you want to fill 4 or 5 minutes of dead air here for us?
That's a hard task.
Yeah, but you're up for it, right?
Yeah, I guess.
John, how's the week going? Obviously, the scorecard says you're playing well, but how's it going?
Yeah, it seems like we're getting the right breaks at the right time, getting the odd miss, and I mean definitely our game against McEwen, they kind of controlled us all the way to the seventh end, cracked a deuce, and kind of stole the last end. So yeah, we're just kind of getting away. And Brad, they weren't sharp last night, and we kind of, not very often you score 4 points against Brad Gushue in a game. So in one end.
Yeah, no, I saw that, and he played the wide open freeze, no guards, and if he made it perfect, I guess there was 2 jams on either side, but that was interesting. I was watching, I'm like, really?
Well, I was doubting. It's funny. I was doubting myself then. Like, should I have drawn there? Should I have drawn to the wing and said, okay, I'll take my deuce? But I guess if he does make that freeze perfect, I'm forced. But and luckily he missed by just a little bit, and yeah, 4 points.
That team's not quite the Gushue of old the last couple of months, but I mean, everybody still sees that name on the draw, and they're like, maybe it's today's the day. McEwen's probably thinking today's the day they're going to turn it around, right? Probably just like you were saying yesterday. Not that they're bad, but they're just not having a Gushue season.
Yeah, it seemed that way for sure, and I mean, obviously, then you change Mark not in the house anymore with Brad, which is his comfort forever, and that's got to be a difficult change for sure.
Bella, what do you see out here so far? I mean, you just got in last night. You've been following on the home team live stream, of course, because all of these games are streamed always.
Yep.
And we've got 2 actually commentated today. We've got John Cullen and Chelsea Carey bringing you another game, and all 4 sheets will be on home team live on the Grand Slam of Curling app.
Yep.
But what have you been seeing so far, the games you watch? I know we watched a little last night. And
well, I've been seeing really good curling, obviously. I haven't seen too much. I've been busy with all my other stuff. But
I thought you were skipping school. You were in school?
No, I wasn't in school. I had dance competitions, all this stuff.
Right. So what do you expect today, Bella? You know these teams. You've watched me play with Mike for a little bit and against Mike, and then obviously seen Team Gushue a lot. So what do you think is going to happen in this game? Who are you leaning towards?
Well, for what I've seen, I'm leaning towards Mike, but that could completely change. I expect a really good game.
Is that because your dad coaches them?
No.
No, okay. You're not playing favorites? Okay.
No.
No, they're going to win because my dad coaches them. But that's not why I'm picking them.
I thought it was just going to be Bella and I in the. I thought you'd be down on the bench.
No,
not yet.
No. They've got Pat. That's the real coach. I just kind of come in for eye candy at the Briar and just to see, so I can get back on the ice and relive the glory days.
Yep. I expect a very good game, though. 2 great teams.
What do you think? Mike's kind of takes some heat. Team McEwen takes some heat for being awfully defensive and blanking too many ends. I know he's on Nick Sulsky's dartboard right now because he doesn't like the blank ends. And John, what's your kind of thoughts on the whole blank end, double blank? Where's the game going?
Yeah, it was interesting actually. Mike in the first end had hammer yesterday, and I threw a tight guard. He went to the wing, and I went around, and he said, "Oh, I
didn't know that could happen."
He goes, "You're the first team," he said, "I think in months to actually since we've started to do this to go around the center guard." And then he looked at me. He was like, "Huh, okay," and so yeah, I mean, I like it from that standpoint. Who wants to? But I guess the other team's got to go for it. So I don't know. I'm not going to let him blank I'm not going to let him blank the first end.
I'm surprised. Yeah, I'm not surprised you did that. And when I watch a Cooey game or an Epping game, I know what's going to happen. All these other games, I don't know what they're going to do.
True.
Because when I'm like, well, we would freeze another one, and they're like, nope, run it back, and it's like, oh, okay, you kind of got him. And if you make a freeze, you really got him. But it's just kind of changed in that way. And I was waiting every game I watched. Obviously, watching a lot of McEwen's, I was waiting for the double centers when they go to the wing.
Yeah, definitely.
But I've not seen it, and I'm not
do you think
surprised.
is that early? Is that just because they're early in the game? First end, is that?
I think they, sometimes they get tight without giving away all their secrets. Sometimes they get tight for time too. That's part of it.
Right.
They like, if you can blank the first and get a deuce in the second, I get it. But they're not really thinking even odd ends at that point yet.
True.
So it's I think what it's like any other curling team. It's worked for them, and it's like, well, it must be that. Like you're trying to find, like Wayne Madaw said, I don't know what the one thing is, but I'm going to keep doing all the things until I figure out what the one thing is. And for them, that's worked really well. They've had a really good year and really good 2 years, really. And that's as they throw that draw the button tie and
is that what?
Flash man throwing no sweeping. So they both covered the pin in the last stone draw, so they have to rethrow. And
Okay, is that what they do?
yeah, with no sweeping, because there's no way they can hit the button again with no sweeping, is there?
You don't see it often. I've seen it a couple times.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, anything touching
Fairly good.
touching forefoot is.
Here we got Team Gushue here, so it's we got to put this lineup up because it changes so often. So we got Brad Gushue, the skip, Mark Nichols, longtime third, Brendan Botcher, still got his old UFA. That's his old Alberta team, Team Hebert. That's what that team should be called, Team Hebert jersey on. And then we got Jeff Walker, longtime lead. And if you've watched curling, you've watched these guys a million times, and it's Jeff Walker needing to find pretty much full forefoot with no sweeping to get the hammer here. That's a tall task, but I'd say that the most successful team of the last 10 years in Canada. And then you got, they're not upstarts because Mike's a new upstart because he was there and then he fell off and now he's back.
Yep.
And he was allowed to come back, but John wasn't.
No, I'm not.
No,
Still
he's
not
allowed. Team McEwen, Mike McEwen. They've got Dan Marsh there. I can't tell the twins apart even though I coach them, but no, Dan's the lead. Colton throws third but sweeps, and then Kevin throws second, Kevin Marsh, and then holds the broom for Mike. This team's got a great dynamic, I will say that. They know their roles, and they perform really well as a team, and they get as much as they can out of what they have, as all the top teams do. But it should be a close match here, and I didn't even see where that one stopped.
Me neither.
The bracket was up and I couldn't see the house. But I'm going to say that McEwen. I'm going McEwen for the hammer. What do you think, Heather?
I'm going to go McEwen too.
Okay.
Yeah, it looked like Jeff might have came up just a little short.
That's what I was thinking.
Did you see that?
I was thinking that too.
Okay.
I thought out of his hand it looked, I don't know, but it looked a bit lighter.
Yeah, Team McEwen, what a finish to their season last year with that Briar, and then great run at the Players Championship and a hot start to the season, Langer.
Yeah, no, I mean, you've been there. Confidence, it's just like going the wrong way. You look at the Italian Stallions right now, and the momentum's going in the wrong direction. Like we were chatting, you play them next, so you hope it at least continues for one more game, but it's not going to last forever. Neither does the forward momentum, although Gushue tried to make it happen. But yeah, they've worked super hard, and lo and behold, when you work hard, you get results when you're working on the right stuff. And Pat Simmons has worked extremely hard with these guys. And I mean, I know you know Pat well, John, over the years, and a super smart dude, great guy just to be around, just a good team guy. And he's got them clicking technically best they've ever thrown the rock. And when you do that and you have a good team chemistry and a good plan, good things happen.
Yeah, you can see that. And just watching, for me, Flash over the last few years, just how much his game's elevated. And, obviously you're saying Pat's, partly due to that. And I think the team he's with, too, that's a big part of who he's surrounded by there, too. And he's really impressed me.
Yeah, no, Flash is great. And he's one of the best teammates I've ever been around, to the point where he takes more blame than he deserves. Like, he blames himself for stuff, and it's like, Flash, fixing the blame doesn't help us anyway, but that's definitely not you.
Right.
And I think he went through a similar situation that you did, John, and this will be before your time, Bella, where at second for Wayne Madaw, they kind of beat you down a little bit, and then you came back out and you're one of the best skips in the world, and Flash kind of got beat down by parts of that Cooey team, I think, that he played for, and now he's one of the best thirds in the world. So you just got to find your spot. There's so many talented players, and so don't be afraid to make cuts, Bella, is the moral of the story. You got to find the right people.
Yeah.
He's an okay sweeper, too.
He is. I've
just okay.
Just okay.
Yeah, he's just okay.
People talk about all sorts of different people about the best sweepers, and when I watch him hold a rock, like I've thrown with him sweeping some of mine, I'm like, oh, I could play forever if this guy swept for me.
We were right. Mike McEwen has hammer.
Perfect. Good catch, Bella.
Yep.
So we know the strategy.
We do.
Down yesterday, he's going to,
He is.
Gould will go in the center. What will Gushue do you think? What's he going to do when Mike goes open? Let's guess.
I think he's going to go, that's tough.
I know.
Say double guns.
Double, really? You think he's going to do
that? He threw double centers against you yesterday?
He did it when I threw a corner. They threw a really tight center in the first end, and I threw it was a tight corner, and they went double guns.
Okay, let's go with that then.
You think?
Wouldn't surprise me.
That's
the way
hard.
Brad's week's going to it, he's probably a little bit impatient and he doesn't want to let Mike kind of get comfortable.
Right.
And these guys have played each other a million times, all the way back to juniors in the late 90s.
Really?
True story. These guys, I don't know why I played them in juniors and they're still out here and I'm stuck up here. Maybe because they're better than me and they're skips.
Yeah. Fair.
So that's another lesson.
No, Dad. No, Dad.
No,
You're the best.
You're the best.
No. That's another lesson, Bella. You can play longer if you're a skip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're not sweeping.
Yeah, that's right. So next door, we've got the other men's game. It seems like we've split up each draw so far with 2 men's and 2 ladies games, and we got Team Dropkin. There's a guy trying to change his luck. He's wearing the hat, the toque today.
Oh, really?
So maybe that's the secret sauce for Team Dropkin. They had obviously a heartbreaking week last week at the World Championships. Not sure how much you saw, John, but I didn't see the game. I guess Italy had a pretty makeable double to beat Japan, and that would have got U.S. into the Olympics. Missed it. Selfishly, that helped a buddy of ours, Johnny, Craig Salvo, coach of Team Czech, get into the Olympics. They needed some more help after, but they got it. So
exciting for him. He's done so much work with those guys, and man, they're a good team. That's fun to watch, and not surprising that he's a big part of that, really. Yeah. So and then I was talking to Corey too, and he said that needed to happen, or just need to win one more game. He said, and they got their spot, and now they have some more. He has some work to do with the mixed doubles as well.
For sure, yeah.
They missed the playoffs last year.
He's off to mixed doubles Worlds, and man, we were at the Worlds when they played, and they won. They were the world champs that year a couple of years ago, and man, they played good. So I would have faith in them, but then you look at the field, and it's like, whoa, there's like 10 teams that I don't want to play against. So, and you got to finish in the top probably 6 or 8.
Right.
But what's Mike doing here, John?
He's not playing. He's not playing his regular.
He's really throwing me for.
Yeah.
Wow. Do you think
knows.
Do you think he's assuming that Brad's going to go around?
I wonder. I wonder if he's assuming that he's going around.
I wonder if he talked to his coach before the game and asked, "What do you think Brad will do?" He didn't talk to me. Maybe he talked to Matt.
He plays to the open for a blank, right?
Basically, or that's the plan.
Right.
Or a cheap deuce, I guess.
If something silly happens,
Right.
But I would guess, and I honestly did not talk to any of the guys this morning, I think they probably talked about it and said, Brad's going to throw double centers, and we really don't want that.
Yeah.
Right.
Fair. Yeah, that's... Looks like Brad's calling the come around.
I think so, yep.
Got a bit of a miss. Maybe Mike might be wishing that he went to the corner now that that one went back 4.
Yep.
Right to it. Whoa, let it curl.
Oh, it sounds like they're to it and it's heavy, or.
Always mark if you're
but I could be wrong.
Always marks.
Dude, that ran really good, boys. Ran really good in that spot.
Curl.
Yeah,
good shot,
I like your shot, Jeremy.
Good shot there.
Little mistake by Dan going deep, obviously, and that's another thing. I think the Marsh brothers are super underrated. Having watched them a lot, and they don't miss many shots.
You can with the end.
Really impressed with their technique.
Well, the out, I don't know what
straight, like
as good as anybody. Yeah, Glenn Howard would be impressed.
Yes,
it's hard to impress.
And
that
if you
guy.
if you can impress the Wizard, that's saying something.
So I think they settled on the freeze. Mike didn't think they could move it.
Close, top tee.
How's the ice been, John? It looks a little tricky, like different side to side.
Yeah, it definitely tough when you're talking to a team that's 3-0. We're loving the ice.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But no, definitely each sheet has been different, different shape. But we haven't found speed that tough. We found the speed quite easy.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know what you've seen in the afternoon games, but no, we found the speed really good.
Okay.
So no mistake on his second one there, Bella. And what's going to happen here? I'm going to say that they're going to make this. Brendan's going to draw the button.
Okay.
And then what's Mike going to do?
I don't know. Like he might try and open it up a little bit, play a run back of some sort.
I think you're going to see the center guard come back with a lot of speed, and that's the other thing that Dan can too, but you don't see it because he throws lead. But the joke on Team McEwen is we got to remind Kevin that we only want him to throw like a 6.5 or a 7, because every now and again it gets under 6 by accident because he does it so easy.
He's sneaky, throws it sneaky hard.
Yeah, he gets to the hog line as fast as anybody, and it's not a lot of extension. It's just a lot of leg drive and no drag. So over curled, that's an opportunity now here for Team McEwen, and accidentally going to switch to offense in the first end.
Okay.
See, here's an Epping Kui call. Just freeze another one in there. You got him. Just bump it a rock and roll to the middle and
game on. This is why we almost ran out of time at the Briar. Luckily, the lights went out on the scoreboards and they let us. We played with no time on the last 2 ends. Thank God.
Which one of your guys did you send back there to trip the wire?
No, it's okay. Take a look. Take a look. Line. Hard line. Whoa.
So Kevin Marsh with his first here.
Yep.
Trying to freeze low or even bump it a rock and roll low would be real nice.
Curl.
That's a great spot.
Yep.
Really good.
I mean, now, even if Brad comes to the button on the other side, little tap slashes there for Mike. And
yeah, if we can come in and move it a little bit, it's pretty good.
what do you think? Somebody's going to score this end? I don't think we're going to have a blank.
No, I don't think we're going to have a blank.
You don't think we're going to have a blank?
Oh,
No,
careful. I say that a lot, and it just
I know.
still comes around. All of a sudden, somebody makes a run triple and blows it up and
then
leaves
all
a
of a
double.
sudden,
But I would agree with you.
Yeah. Right now,
Yeah.
I don't think there should be a blank.
So Brendan trying to move that top yellow is the big problem. I mean, both yellows are a problem. That top one's a real challenge for Team Gushue right now. So if they come down and kind of bump it and stay there, then Brendan's shooter would be a problem for Mike. And you might still see that center guard come back.
Line's good. By the way.
Did you like this shot, or what did you like for?
I do like that call. I didn't like John said. If you go to the button, it's not very good. I mean, you're gonna be risking lots of points here the whole end now if you're Gushue. I mean, the only other option was you run the guard back yourself and hope to hold him to a 2 and maybe get lucky and force to or get the blank.
Why
but
is this not good?
Right.
This is great.
Tell me why it's wrong.
Tell me.
that's why it's not good, Mike, because it's great.
Do you like this call?
I do. I think you get those 2 lined up onto the back. I think Brad's in a little bit of world of hurt.
Because he didn't move that yellow at all. That red one's hard to use.
Okay.
How's the weight?
I do think you want to be on the yellow if you can.
Ideally,
that would be
I agree.
ideal.
Even bump that yellow a little bit, and it's really socked in there between the 2 reds.
Hard, Dan.
Whisker tap on the red. Just a little push and then sit on top of that yellow would be great.
Can't be light though.
Pretty good, man. Good.
What are you now? Are you now just guarding the right hand of the sheet? Is it too early to do that?
I don't know.
That's hard.
As we look at it now, do you just guard that left-hand side?
You could play a little chisel tap on the red. I mean, super risky if that yellow goes to a bad spot. But they're kind of guarded that left top 4 yellow right on our screen now where
Seeing 2 different options.
Brad will tell us.
One is try and get that. Even if you
That
stuff that and get this spring.
Pick something else, eh, Bella?
Yeah.
Or we got to play a
That
little
was
bit
so
of
hard.
little bit of weight and hit this and kind of poke that out.
That's
a bit.
what I see.
You could play it.
I think the first thing that he said, I think it's just too hard, too much
Get
risk.
the shooter out of there.
If he hits it too thick, it's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Too much risk and not the
Not a big
greatest
reward.
reward. Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, sure.
You got to be careful here. This red goes too far off the yellow into the open, and the shooter comes out. It might have a little kind of in off into that pile, and then I don't know what, Brad.
Yeah.
That red's in such a good position for them right now.
Yes, it is for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I prefer that.
Okay.
I
So
mean,
we're aiming for
I
back line with half a rock.
So they are going to play the
I could hit the top
riskiest.
yellow, and that'd be
that'd be
real
bad.
bad, right?
Yikes.
Even a little less than half is fine.
Yeah.
So they said, lots of bad options, Bella, but
Little fresh here.
For sure.
I don't actually see
Depends on how much we have to go in. Like
back line.
Brendan was there.
Is he playing like
Yours
the
are
red
obviously
into the
gonna run
yellow kind of thing?
Yeah, the thin on the
chisel
first one,
kinda
so he's
thing?
got to worry where his shooter goes, but he's
Right.
also got to worry when he chisels it where that top 4 yellow
Brad,
goes for,
just
like
through.
John
Right.
said, the in-offs into the pile. Any
Like
in-off
that
into the
ice?
pile for Mike, especially from
I
the
think
broom
so.
side,
Mm-hmm.
is real deadly. We'll see. This Mark Nichols
Yeah.
guy's pretty good.
Yeah, he is.
Not much left to win. There's rumblings that
Whoa.
him and Brad are going to retire, but then Brad, I think on purpose, dropped in the media that, well, unless it's back here the next 4 or 5 years, I might not get to play here again.
Yeah.
So
Whoa.
this looks really
A
good.
lot of people want to hear more about that.
Yeah.
Yep. Real good.
Yep.
Can't trust Brendan. He says great shot no matter what.
I think you can hammer that yellow on the outside
Yeah,
and
hit that one. Yeah,
thin
fire
and
that
get the
one.
two.
Sure can.
Wonder how far that top button one goes when it comes across.
Yeah.
Potentially go up and hit that.
Could also first go like soft intern tap if there's enough curl. That would be really good too.
Right.
Right.
Yep.
If this hits the yellow one, if it hits the red and then the yellow, it's still going to get that top one, and there's going to be a lot of
How much
stuff
are we hitting
moving
with
here.
Yep.
Small core.
That's
Okay,
the other thing. It's super thin.
Hold on here.
They're going to play a 7th. This is why they should have went open. They're going to run out of time. They're going to run out of time.
I said I wasn't going to give away all the secrets, but that's the real secret.
I mean, you could run this too.
What do you guys like here?
The guards.
Langer, you were leaning towards the tap? Is that?
Well, I don't know enough about the ice. Is that a really hard shot to throw? Like, I mean, in mixed doubles, you can make that all day.
True.
With back 8 foot, back 12, and get the red out of the 4 foot, and you could even line them up and still keep that yellow there.
True. And hitting the hitting the guard isn't off. Like actually straight peeling right now. He isn't really that bad. That middle yellow top 8's going nowhere.
Wow,
Yeah.
he's gonna be able to use it.
So.
He's just gonna be able to come off onto us after. Like let's say you push this to here.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
Then he just comes off and he's right there. It's not good.
I don't know if you
Like
need
the
to
guard,
make
eh?
contact coming in.
Don't
I
know
think
that
you
I
could
would
just.
run it in there
I
either
think you
like
could
that.
just straight peel it.
Yeah. Because then what does Gushue do?
Because Mike will have 2 ways to get in there, right?
Yeah.
That's what you want as a skip,
Go
especially with the
wider.
hammer when you have them in trouble. If you can
In-
leave
in
2
low.
shots, they can't take them both away.
Yeah, this one.
This could go wrong.
This is a good one to drop. I would talk about after because I think
I'll
you could
write
just,
this one down.
Please.
Coach's note.
Yep.
Bella and John say,
Yeah.
stupid.
Oh yeah.
Stupid.
We'll see. Might make it perfect.
Hold on.
They'll trust
Okay,
Bella.
peel.
They'll trust Bella, not me though.
Perfect.
Perfect shot.
Flash news. Sometimes as a third or a second, you don't love the call, so you just make your own. I'll make the peel.
And
here,
Brad's
boys.
gonna go. Oh, now what do we do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Heard that one? Okay. I like the throw.
That one's the real problem.
Yeah. And the nice thing is that shot for 2 is. I never say easy
Kinda know
because
both.
Very
it'll be a
makeable.
skip throwing it, but very
Very
makeable on the
Yeah.
inside. Any kind of
Is he
a
now
half,
gonna play
third.
that yellow?
I like your chances.
We leave it. Can't guard them both. Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't see a
See?
good option
Yep.
other than one of the guards. This one to me looks a whole lot worse if he makes that.
It is.
Yeah, that's the one. I mean, if we open that.
Play that in then. The other option is you come right there. He's still going to have it in.
Yeah,
though.
I don't see that being good.
Probably
Yeah.
get them both going.
Yeah.
Play the guard.
Guarding to hold him to 2 at the moment, like hoping for a miss to force to 1 maybe, but needs to guard the high side of this. So the broom side, Bella,
Yep.
right?
A little bit
Yep.
early. Doesn't look. Okay, halfway's good. Line's good.
It'd be interesting to see if Mike does decide to take on that shot he was a little bit nervous with last time.
Overcurling
Yeah.
it. Clean it. Clean. Just let it stop. We're overcurling.
I still don't see a blank, which is.
That's a good, I think you're finally for sure, right?
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Could just peel it. Good judge, guys.
You kind of got a deuce here. If you don't do anything but peel, I don't see how Brad gets out of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
I'm with you, Langer.
Getting this isn't great.
Exactly. Are you now, maybe that kind of helped him out. Oh, go for it again. Okay.
Okay.
So what's he trying? Yeah.
Same thing
Try
we
and
tried
kinda
last time?
Intern, cross the face, and hit it into the top yellow.
Oh.
Roll the shooter to a corner.
Yes!
Ooh, almost just, that would have been
Chiseled
a
it
nice feather
sideways?
into the pocket.
Yeah.
I think Brad
Yeah, you
still
do that
needs
with
to
a little-
guard. Like,
I would said you.
Probably.
It's a little tight though, but.
Guarding the same one, like same
guarding
thing.
the same rock, and then Mike's got a decision. You probably, I think at this point you peel it, because how does Brad not give you a shot for 2?
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess it's a, yeah, if you hit that
Good speed.
top 8-1 hard and plant it on there, I think both the Reds leave the button and you get 2 that way.
Yep.
Mike still
Mike says
still
steal.
sees a steal. I don't know. I don't see that
I don't
yet.
see a
I don't
steal.
see that coming either.
Prefer my skip to be a little more confident than that.
Yeah.
it's not going to be easy.
That's never
Top of logo.
a nice thing to hear.
Got a foot or two more.
A little bit, Jeff.
Brad's going to make this guard, and then Mike's going to have a decision. Johnny, can we officially say you're in the trials?
Clean.
You can.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
Clean,
this
just clean.
this year did it. That was a huge bonus for us.
And the Old Boys Tour Club's going to allow you to play?
I guess I'm sure they'll find some way. There'll be some way that I won't be at this trials or whatever. Who knows?
Is he playing the run back again?
I
or
think he's
peeling?
probably just peeling now. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
See?
Yeah.
He has to guard.
Mike's a grizzled veteran. That's where the gray in the beard comes from. He's been around. Shot for 2 in the first against Gushue is good.
Yeah, it's always a good thing to be up to.
Well,
or will Brad be able to come in and chip that, do you think?
Well, no, I think Brad's just going to guard the outside left one.
Maybe.
As we look at it right now. If he guards the left one, there's nothing on the center for Mikey.
I think he must think that yellow is going to move the back side red as well.
Oh,
if he jams it in
I
there.
see. Okay.
But it's not a gimme for sure.
Same ice.
Oh, he's guarding.
Guarding that one. I'm with you, John. I think that the center one's harder.
I wonder if I don't see.
I wonder that too.
Yeah.
I think it looks harder, but
I think if you guard the left one as.
Easier for him, though, Mark.
See what they're saying here.
Yeah, I was just wondering where that 7 is going, but it's going nowhere.
It's not going anywhere, because we can't move that far.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
7 sandwich there for good.
Okay, I just didn't know where the 7 would go. Okay.
The only thing is,
What's
if he hammers this,
yeah,
there
look
it is.
now.
how far is the 7 go?
It's only
I don't know if he even moves
Probably
it
far
actually.
enough, eh?
how much space?
All the energy's going to
Well,
the
then
left
this
side of
one
our sheet as
stays.
we're looking.
Yeah, that back
Yeah.
one stays, and it's not going to be over that one.
no.
Or it is going to be over. Sorry, that
Yeah,
red's going to be
no, I
out
know
counting
what you
that
mean.
one.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
still only 2, even if he does. And I
whatever
don't.
he has.
And we're not sure it's going to be 2. The other one's definitely there for 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's going to pull that way.
Because how's he? Well, you got to poke that out, and this one stays there.
They're both
He's
going to
almost
run
gotta
at a
get it in
time. We
here.
got that going for us.
Yeah. They've had a few
Yeah.
discussions
Brad
already
was
just in the
pretty.
first hand.
Brad ran the clock pretty good
Then
last
he's
night
hitting
too.
this thinner.
Yeah.
This one may not move.
Yeah,
that much.
I think Brad's onto it there, Langer.
Yeah, I think he's
I
gonna
think
find
he's
it.
gone there.
What? This is super thin.
How much time do you guys get?
Oof, that's hard.
That's really hard, Brendan. 33 minutes.
33
Well,
minutes?
no,
Okay.
this-
2 timeouts.
this
It's
is
thinking
thin.
time.
We can never do both.
Yeah.
It's actually, John's one of the faster skips. I'm sure he'll agree. It's really a lot of time.
It is. Yeah.
Like too much.
It is. Yeah. Agreed.
Well, let's try and get
6
to there.
minutes in the first end. That's
Although I
a
don't
lot
want to
of
frame it for him
time.
either.
Well, it's risky as a commentator to put your math skills out there right away, Bella, but you got it right, I think, so you're fine.
You know, I'm glad you're on that.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've been in school.
Depends which one I'm playing.
So he is
The other one
guarding.
is, I try to kill this. The other one is just like a 7.
I don't know which one he's guarding.
Yeah.
He said he was trying to. He just didn't want to frame it. He's kind of trying to do a bit of both, I guess.
Okay.
Because that
That's
is
what he
more
said.
ice than his last one.
It is. That's, yeah, absolutely. So, yeah.
Yeah,
I
good
mean,
pick up there, Bella.
The top
Yeah.
8 one, he has to just guard an inch of it. Like, they have to get to that side of it.
Right.
And then that would guard most of the other one, but he might just leave him what he needs to hit.
Right.
Realistically, I'd probably throw 8 at either.
I still think Mike's going to have a shot here.
I think
Potentially for 2. I'm not convinced that
The center one.
hitting the center one, I'm not convinced that that's going to do it for him.
Line's good.
So if I was Brad, I think I would guard that one. Guard that
All
wide
right,
one.
just made a big move, guys. Well, let it stop. Let it stop. Let it stop.
I kind of want to see what happens in the middle. I know you're hoping he misses this, so I want to see what happens in the middle.
Yeah, the middle will be interesting.
Is it more room for error if
Need
you
a
throw it
bit
farther?
of a jump.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, throw it hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good shot, guarding the center one. But still,
see
I
a
think
little curl here, I
the
guess.
one that they're playing now is easier than the
Yeah,
center one.
I'll throw a 7.
Not
Try hit
easier,
same
but
corner.
more
Okay.
makeable.
That looked like a lot of ice, didn't it, John?
Sure did.
How hard do you think he's throwing it?
It said 7, so
Okay.
that's kind of just normal. That's pretty good peel.
Okay.
That's like really hard for me.
Yeah, like Mike to throw it harder than 7. This is about as hard as if I put my coaching hat on. I don't like Mike throwing it any harder than this.
Okay.
That'll crawl up a little because it needs to.
That's a lot of ice.
For that much weight, yeah.
Like it. Normally, these guys will all kind of set it a little bit, Bella, which means it ends up tracking a little bit wider than where
Okay.
the broom is. And if it doesn't curl at all, he's going to flash it.
Oh,
Yeah, agreed.
yikes.
Agreed. Wonder if it's
That's
curling.
not 7.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
That's not near a 7.
Curl! Curl!
It's close.
Shot.
Nice shot.
Oh, boy.
Easy peasy deuce for Team McEwen, and 27 minutes later, we got a 2-0 lead for Team McEwen.
Yeah.
Some teams are almost done their second end.
It's a true story. We'll be back right after this to see what happens in the second end.
You're scared.
The 2025-2026 Grand Slam of Curling schedule is out, with big events happening all over Canada, like the Masters heading to London in September, the Tour Challenge from Nisku this October, the Canadian Open from Saskatoon in December.
Yeah, something. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It was, yeah. I mean, it looked like you could hit a few different spots. Yeah. It would a few different spots. Oh. Almost wasn't possible yet. So 2/3 or what? Yep.
You couldn't really take away both. No. Because the other one, I could just nose it, and I think it just squirts straight down.
Yeah, you had a shot for 2 regardless.
Yeah.
We try and do something, and then we bring in a shot for 3.
Yeah.
You're doing it.
I think you try to get into the logo. Curl, 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 curl. Good. Shot.
Shot down.
I feel a little more comfortable sliding without that big.
Slow to 2 and new spot.
It's still.
Weight's good.
The restriction is still there though. Like it wasn't all the brace, I guess. I just don't have as much range. Yeah, that's why.
Welcome back to the AMJ Players Championship, the final, the crown jewel of the Grand Slam of Curling. We've got John Epping, Brent Lang, and Isabella Lang bringing you the action between Team Gushue and Team McEwen. Long and interesting first end that resulted in a 2 for Team McEwen.
Yes.
John, we heard Brad and Mike talking after that end. They both kind of agreed that Mike kind of had a shot for 2, a very makeable shot for 2, no matter what Brad did on his last.
Close, top 4.
I just think that's Brad making an excuse for missing his last. But anyways.
That is absolutely true, and that's what skips do.
That's
not
what we
just
do.
Brad, I would do the
Yep.
same thing.
Yep.
Well, they had us, guys. There's nothing I could do.
We're gonna overcurl. Whoa.
If you're gonna protect one thing on your curling team, you protect your skip's ego.
Yeah.
Remember that. Well, you're gonna be maybe the skip, so find players that make you feel better, not worse.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just getting good curl there.
Pretty standard start.
It did in practice.
Gushue's going to try and make the freeze here. Jeff Walker freeze on the 1 top 8, and then I think you're going to see Mike probably follow him. I wondered if he would go double centers here. It's almost sometimes Mike likes to get more aggressive without the hammer than with it.
Yeah, notice that.
Draw the button, I was seeing that.
That corner guard is too high, right? Or is it pretty good?
Not bad. You'd like it on that AMJ logo. Uh-oh, this can't go off the center line.
Whoops.
Ooh.
Luckily I didn't say anything, but Jeff made a bunch of these freezes top 8 last night against us.
Commentators were just thinking about it.
Yeah.
You might have been over a bit.
I think that was possible.
Yeah, right on the AMJ
that's the depth.
logo is kind of like where you want it, right?
Yeah, we tend to use that as our talking points with the
Yeah,
rocks
I've
coming
heard
down
that, yeah. Right on the logo or just above.
I like right there.
You go back.
As advertised, we're getting the double centers.
Yep.
No, he's good.
Okay. 1.5.
Still taking a lot of time, even for that shot.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Took over 30 seconds to call the shot that John would have already called and missed by now.
Yeah.
Skips have their own cadence, right? And Mike's a thinker, just like Cooey was a thinker, and John tutored under Wayne Madaw, and if you thought, you get kicked. Nope, we got a tea time to keep here.
That's exactly it.
Just want this nice and high.
Come on, Dan.
But we definitely want it over the hog line, and just biting the center line would be perfect.
Yep.
A little bit of overcurl here would be nice.
Oh, pretty good.
Perfect. Another logo. So the high logo's there.
For the high guard.
Tight logo.
Yep.
Ooh, Brad's getting after it.
What is he playing, sorry?
Through the hole, just backline, chip and roll. If you get through the hole here, you're going to get something good. So
Yeah.
I don't mind the call.
You just need to get through the hole.
Sometimes I think Brad calls hard shots for his second and third on purpose. Just to challenge them. This one's actually not all that hard. As long as you get the weight right, it's...
They wanted back line here. This is...
Yeah, we have found these shots.
Okay.
Yeah, we found these shots. You get the right weight, you can...
with the sweeping and stuff.
Exactly.
They called this heavy out of his hand.
Looks great.
It's really good.
Yeah, that's a nice shot.
Yeah, it's really good.
So is that allowed, Bella? You can only have one sweeper. Can you have somebody behind the tee line and above the tee line sweeping your rock and their rock? Can we do that? Do you know all the rules? Because I don't.
Well, yes, you do.
Real nice.
You can do that,
Yeah, you
right?
can do that.
But what if those rocks were both behind the tee line? Can you have one on each?
Yeah. No? You
No,
can't?
you can't have two of your guys behind the tee line sweeping.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You remember all those times I was yelling at you?
I
remember those times I was yelling at your dad?
Yeah.
You can't sweep that. You can't sweep that.
The jackrabbit's going. Get out of the way.
Oh, that's my nickname.
Yeah, I know. I've heard
You know
it.
you've
No,
heard it?
I've heard it.
Fastest broom in mixed doubles. Not even close.
No pressure, but that's speed.
I didn't say that.
Mine's great. It needs
Yeah.
golf though.
14-7.
Yeah, no, if they're both behind the tee line, they can't do that.
Right. Right. Good looking come around here. The yellow staying shot was big, but now they're going to keep just loading this up, and this is going to get uncomfortable.
Good judge, you guys. Okay.
I think you could nose that almost, John, with a little less weight, and then you really got some action.
So we're playing the same thing as the last one?
Yeah, and he said a little tighter ice, so he liked the way Brendan threw it. The weight ended up perfect, actually, so.
I mean, we really could not have asked for much more on a Thursday morning with the shot calls and strategy so far. This has been entertaining.
Yeah, very entertaining, for sure.
Curl.
We found this week, John, there's been some more interesting. This is really good.
Curl.
A little heavy to stay there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty good. Guess.
Yeah.
Could make a little double.
Yeah, do you roll? Yeah, and then you roll under your guards.
Right under
ideally.
the guards. It might shave that red, so you lie 3 too, depending on how light you throw this.
Yeah, how hard would you throw this, Pella? What do you think?
Well,
Good with that.
with them,
What'd you throw it really? You wouldn't throw it really hard, probably. Just maybe a little less.
probably.
Didn't do a ton.
So you got to see where it is in the hole. It's pretty close to that right guard.
Right. Yeah.
So you don't want it to be curling too much past that red guard. So
Right.
you can't throw it light.
But you have to kind of throw it in the middle.
Probably
Exactly.
a 9.5, like a normal weight takeout.
Yeah, probably.
Yep. Whoa.
And a lot of times, good skips like John would say, "What do you see? What weight do you see?"
Exactly. Oh, it's a nice
Yeah,
shot
really
there.
good shot.
Yeah.
That's a peach.
Really good.
Yeah, you're right, Langer, and that's a lot of the time I do. I like to defer to the thrower. And like, what kind of weight are you seeing at this?
Yeah.
Or what turn do you see through this hole?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what I see. I want you to make
I
it.
need you to make this right now.
So tell me how you're gonna make it.
Yeah.
Really good.
That's always a tricky one in mixed doubles, Johnny, where
Same weight as
Lisa or Jen would say, "What turn do you like?" And it's like, "Well, I would throw the out turn, but what do you see?" And they're like, and Jen, of course, I would get in a little bit of trouble. I just want your opinion. Okay, I'd throw the out turn.
There you go. Well, they're perfect.
Let me rephrase.
Lisa would say to me, "You pick." Okay, fine.
Well, yeah,
they're
everybody
playing
has
this.
their
Then
own
let's go.
preference, right?
Exactly, we all operate differently, and as a unit, whatever team we are, doubles or fours.
Another tough chase, and this one's taken off.
Yeah, it really is.
Curl. On the yellow, Jeff. On the yellow. On the yellow.
Chase is so far
Jeff,
super
go!
impressive. That's a great shot again.
Good shot.
Very nice.
Keeps digging out rocks.
Fry said something that I think might have actually been true the other night, which is weird, right?
Okay, I'm nervous here. I'm nervous.
I went out for dinner with Ryan, and the Italian guys had a great dinner, and I don't know those guys very well. Seem like great guys and lead interesting lives for sure. But he said he thinks that what the Italians showed the world last year was that you can chase anything.
Yeah.
And this year, all of a sudden, everybody's like, it's Grant Hardy. It's like, it's overburied by 3 inches, so just back line and I'll kill it, or what do you want to do? And that's a shot like back in the day. It was like, no way.
Yeah. Well, yeah, especially when when you go around those corner guards and you think you're dead buried and everybody's chasing them for fun.
Right.
Yeah.
We got to get rid of that shot. It's too good. The little miss is what makes. That's why it's been interesting this week, because they've struggled a little bit with the broom and calling lines. So the misses create, like in the first end. That's why it gets so interesting.
Yeah.
These guys come out here like robots, and it's like, okay, blank, force, blank,
Easy
force.
hack.
not all that exciting.
Hack. Just enough. Curl. Hack.
Tough shot here for Flash, though.
Straight. Straight.
Audible.
Straight. Hard.
What were they originally playing, sorry?
Trying to roll low, but a good call potential here by Mike to save this one. Hit it high.
Oh.
No.
Wow.
Close, but.
Oh, yeah, sounds like a bit of a misbroom there.
Yeah.
And it was light, if anything.
I thought so, so that's surprising that it didn't curl.
Don't you guys, like, that out
Because
doesn't look
generally
too
when it's
inviting.
like not lighter, then it curls,
Curls more, right?
Yeah.
So that's something they're good at. The guys and Brad Gushue and their team would have taken note of that.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
14-7 on theirs.
I would question that rock a little bit because Mark's chase didn't have too much trouble curling, and that's really just through the rings from Flash.
Yeah.
And we have noticed, too, a little bit wider you go. It
curls more,
curls
right?
in there.
Yeah.
Actually, it's been more straighter on, I would say, on the inside path, that edge of the forefoot.
It's behaving a little bit dished, eh, so far? So need a good draw here. Needs to be dead buried.
Yeah, where do we want this?
Top 4, probably?
You want top 4? Okay.
I would think so.
Don't want to be top.
This is curling.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's going to piss Brad off to
Yeah.
no end.
That's not.
Big chance for Mikey here.
Yeah. But there, wouldn't you like it like top 4, kind of right under the guard?
Yes.
Ideally.
You want to lie too, and you don't want to leave this shot, this
Right.
outturn freeze bump. And if you were only top 8, it was still going to be there, but you could almost throw. It's almost like you got to throw a little bit of a heavy draw here.
Yeah.
Well, the line when you're coming through, if you just miss the red, is it going to curl past the button? Probably not.
Like, is it easier with more?
Yeah, I guess whatever weight you throw to keep that line. Is this,
Yeah.
a back 8, back 4?
And that's what Kevin suggested.
Yeah, that's what they're talking about right now.
Yeah, Mark, when he
Might
was
be easier
asked
with
about
more
what turn
weight.
he wanted to throw, he didn't think that
know
this
it.
outturn was that easy.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to be deep anyways, so.
It curls.
Okay, I'm okay.
You
with
need
that.
to free. You're freezing probably anyway, so you're going to leave Brad a follow, and you're looking for a force at this point.
Yeah, for sure.
And if you get another mistake out of Brad, then it could be real jackpot city. But
For sure.
the Jackpot City Lounge leads into a sponsor plug, Bella, from my notes.
Oh, wow.
I mean, the speed should be great here.
Sneaky.
And then we'll get that shape coming in.
He just left himself no excuse to miss this one.
Yeah, seriously.
This ice would be like, what do you think?
For the ice, like
Yeah.
how much ice they're taking.
Yeah.
That looks like good ice for just kind of, Mike's trying to throw the draw there on his own. Normally on a draw, he's probably thinking, top 12, top 8.
And let the
Here-
supers take it?
Here he's probably thinking, I want to try and throw key line.
Right.
Clean.
Back 4, back 8, you hear Dan,
Yep.
who's a super good judge, and he is in charge of that
Whoa, girl.
muscle machine they call Flash.
Girl.
Dan's job is to
Girl.
work the throttle on that guy.
Should get in there
Go
now.
now.
There we go.
Nice.
Keep going.
This
keep
looks
going.
really good.
Great to sit a couple on this.
Nice shot.
Still pretty darn good.
It
Really
is.
close. I think he might be sitting
I think,
two,
yeah,
but
I
either
agree.
way.
Either way, it's a really good shot.
And then guessing on the.
And have a look at that yellow one on your screen as we're looking at the overhead on the right-hand side, top 8. If Brad makes this good, I think Mike can see enough of that to slash it, and
Yeah.
there's an angle. It sure looks good to me. It looks like a Johnny Epping intern special.
Yeah, never a doubt, right?
So I don't know if Mike will take it on, but because if he missed it or ticked the guard or something, he would give up 2. But
Right.
Yeah, well, that's
probably back 4 out of my hand.
They're playing the same shot here?
well,
Or
yeah,
did
I think Brad just realized, and what he was saying there is, I can't just draw to this and freeze as much as I might want to. I got to
Yeah.
probably throw a heavy draw as well.
So it's the same thing, kind of just bump it back to their red one?
But the problem with that is that then there's nothing it can jam on. Mike can hit that yellow one in a couple different places and lie a bunch.
Right.
Back line's heavy.
Yeah. That's never good.
Sometimes it's good if you're
Well,
looking
yeah,
for back
well, yeah.
line.
If you're looking for back line, I'm meaning in this scenario. Oh wow, this is curling a
really,
lot.
Really turning.
Yeah, especially for back line.
But yeah, this is bump that red, and now I guess he can't really get that red out. It's just going to jam, so it might not even be worth
I
it.
don't think I can move that with that seam. I play the slash.
Good shot.
Oh, he's calling.
He thinks it can go over top, maybe. I wonder.
Maybe.
I don't think there's any danger, is there?
Can it?
There's no danger, but you give him a deuce, I guess.
Yeah, that's like the danger.
Can
there.
you jam it on the back 8 yellow one and the shooter not stay, and then he just comes down and taps for 2?
I wonder.
I'm thinking about playing it with normal.
So you can't just play the back 8 kind of tap on the nose to the in-stay shot? Is that?
Sure you can. That makes some sense, right?
You've seen it, you know, that rock shot about 3 or 4 times down here.
So normal in the spot, judging by flashes, that'd be a nose.
Like if that back 8 yellow on the left-hand side of our back 8 screen, if that wasn't there, I love this shot because you can lie 2 in really good spots. But
if it spins down.
I don't know. If you don't nut this, and nut it means kind of stick it right on there,
Yeah.
I think you're going to give up 2.
Yeah, I would think so for sure.
Johnny, you'd play that back 8?
I think so.
Even if you just didn't get shot, you got the force, and that's a pretty damn good start.
Agreed. 2-1 with hammer
Yeah,
against Brad Gushue in 3.
That's always a really
And
nice start.
we're running out of time. So
For sure.
10 minutes gone in 2 ends.
That's crazy for 2 ends. Normally you play like 3.5 to 4 minutes per end, right?
That's right.
Is that somewhat close?
That's close. If you want to use all your time, you could play an end in 2.5 minutes.
Well, yeah, for sure.
Big
But they
shot
played.
coming here, though, for Team McEwen. Sounds good.
Yeah, always sounds good when they say, whoa, whoa, curl.
Straight.
Could have just kind of walked beside that one and
shot.
would have been made.
Really nice there.
That's always good.
Didn't stick it. So lying couple, which is nice, but Brad just needs to get through that hole.
Yeah.
Same shot, hey?
Play that same weight.
Yeah, same weight, same everything.
Then you would have had that for 2.
A little uncomfortable.
For sure.
Yeah, not your favorite
sitting
shot
5?
against a million.
Never good. Never.
If you get through the hole, it'd have to be pretty heavy to not run into something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
agreed.
Well, especially I even a little more.
So another interesting end here, and both teams burning the clock. Both teams going to be just over 23 minutes after 2 ends, starting with 33. So
That was back line, eh?
that math doesn't work, does it, Bella? If you use 5 minutes an end for 8 ends, that's 40, and you start with 33.
Yeah.
So we're not going to get there.
That doesn't work very well.
Brad Gushue out-turn, heavy draw to the backing through a hole they've seen
Well, then you would have
probably
had that
3 or 4 times in a row, as John said. And here we go.
Are we switching games?
Line's good. Whoa, room.
Brad often makes the same shot twice.
Yeah.
A lot of the time.
If you had to bet.
Yep, I'd say like 9 out of 10 times, for sure.
Think they like it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Good shot.
Nice shot.
Great shot. I told you Brendan says that every time. This time he's right.
time
That's
he's
a
right,
great
yeah.
shot.
That was
Much
a really good
needed,
shot.
and a single point for Team Gushue. And 2-1 lead, Team McEwen after 2. We'll be back after a quick break.
Yeah.
Every day you go new places. A small change in how you do things, or moving your things to a whole new town, or many things to many towns all at once. No matter how small the move, it can be a big leap from where you are now. You've got it in you to go new places. So do we. We go there every day. We're here to help you move to places on the map, in the mind, in the heart, or all 3.
Go new places with AMJ Campbell. Contact us at 888-AMJ-MOVE or amjcampbell.com.
Sportsnet might come over. They just might do our broadcast instead of.
Yeah, that's we're competing. We're back live here, and we're just talking about you have choices today: Sportsnet or the better broadcast on Home Team Live, the better team, the better Jones,
The better Jones.
Yes.
Isabella.
Yep.
But a very interesting 2 ends, and we'll stop talking about time clocks for a little bit. But it did take a while, but a great start for Team McEwen, and Gushue got a little bit of an uphill battle here. Only down 1 though, not panic button time, but. I'm sure we'll see a center guard and might see double centers. I don't know what Mike will do.
Mike doing?
What do
Is he going to the
what do
wing?
we see?
He could go to the wing.
That's what I was going to ask.
I would think he'll go around, but he easily could go to the wing. I could start texting Coach Pat, who's on the bench, and we could get insider information if you want. We'll sound so smart.
We'll sound so smart. Yep, going under.
I think it makes sense.
I agree. You know double centers are coming.
Yep.
Yeah, if you go to the wing, you're going to force Brad to throw doubles. So. Want this one full top 4. Brad's probably going to freeze. I don't think you'll see double centers if this is made good.
No, force here, then a deuce, and we're tied, right? So.
Ideally, do you want this top 4-ish?
Full 4, top 4 would be where I would want it.
Yeah.
Buried?
Mike wants it nibble for. Yeah, buried. That's really good.
Probably a freeze, hey?
Let's go here.
Yeah, freeze. Okay.
They freeze.
Yep.
And then Dan's going to freeze again. And then they're going to have to probably freeze. And then
Do you see a
Kevin's going to
runner?
run it and blow it up. And they're going to see if a blank comes out or a soft deuce, or if worst case they force to 1.
Which is never, it's not a bad thing.
Not terrible.
I mean, ideally 2, but.
Yeah, they would really love a blank here. If you ask Mike, what's your, I mean, outside of scoring 3, 4, 5, or 6.
Yeah, you can't bump it all on this line.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, there's like a. I think
Still needs curl.
It's gotta be like a little bit of a low spot.
Finished it.
It's like that Penticton field.
Okay, good shot.
That's not a great, Kevin comparing the ice field to Penticton.
That's interesting.
There must be a flat spot or something. God love Penticton and the people.
Yeah.
But this
You
is
would never do
usually
that
not-
to me. That's Remember that spiel 5 months ago?
What a spiel.
Oh, great one.
Shot, Jeff. Should be able to get there though. Behind it.
This looks quite light. Flash is going to have to work this one.
Yeah.
Curling too.
They're calling top 12 here, so.
I think they're lying.
Hard line.
Yeah?
Hard.
Wow.
Hard. Keep going. He's got a good one.
Such a drag.
Keep going.
Holy moly. And people say they think the Flash can drag it 5 or 6 feet. It's double digits for sure.
Yeah. Where do you think that would have ended up without sweeping?
I think it's well short of the AMJ logo. I think it's a
Yeah?
halfway guard at best.
Really?
I
Just
agree.
past that black logo that's
Wow.
upside down and I can't really read anyway. Bo's Brewing Company.
Okay, that's what it says.
And plus, we're on the air with Epic Ale, so I don't read
Yeah.
other
Careful.
beer companies.
Yeah, thank you.
Especially not Steam Whistle, who's the official sponsor of Jackpot City this week, I think.
They are, but we're happy to have them.
Weight's good.
But you cost me my beer not being there.
Toronto Breweries, you know, it's, what is it?
Are they coming around?
Rising
Yeah, they're
tide
coming
lifts
around.
all boats, right?
That's right. Still get a bit of curl on this if you want.
Probably. Yeah.
Was that very.
Just trying to get around
Do you think that
it, I
was
think.
good?
Well, rubbed, so it's open and chaseable.
Oh, it did rub? Okay,
It did
I
rub.
missed that.
Oh, Mikey.
Oh,
keeping
really?
it going. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
What do you guys like here?
I would hit that and roll to the wing, but
I thought so.
Johnny?
Yeah, I would too.
If Epping's going to hit it, you should hit it.
Yep.
This is really good if you can make it, though.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Do you want it a bit on the low side of
Well, if
it?
you could, as long as it gets to the nose. And
Okay.
Even if it tapped it a little bit, I mean, I think maybe the guys here, Team McEwen, sensing a little bit of blood in the water, Team Gushue not really clicking, so maybe this is a chance.
Yeah.
I agree.
Hard. Gotta go, Dad. Really gotta go. Come on. Gotta go. Keep going. Keep going.
Real tight. Got to get it off
Just
that.
a little rub and stay there isn't awful. Yeah, that's not a bad spot.
Okay.
Eh,
Bad at all.
yeah, it's not bad at all, for sure.
I imagine Ghoul will go into the pocket of
Probably.
those two.
Probably.
Guard could be coming back if he's
Love to hit
nervous.
that like right on the nose.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah, I am.
interesting.
I think Brad also
Yeah,
smells
that's
that he's
another
bleeding.
option.
Let's stay alive for a little longer.
Yeah. The old Kevin Martin
Yeah, you
line,
wanna
maybe his
kinda get
best line
there.
ever.
If
A
you're
Canada
there,
Cup,
he
they
made
were
us do
1 and 5,
something like
and he
that,
tweets out, I think we're in Moose Jaw. Does anybody know a good mechanic in Moose Jaw? Because we're leaking oil bad.
We started his leak. We played them first game when I was playing with the young kids.
Oh,
And
really?
we scored 4 or 5 in the first end.
Oh, my goodness.
It's always fun. Like if it would be the same now. Like if Mowat all of a sudden came out here and went 1 and 5, which seems like it's never going to happen. But all the other men's teams would be so happy
Yeah.
because it just never happens to them.
Exactly.
Hey, wait a wait. Weight's good.
So he did get back to the freeze in the pocket, I think, John, and this can put some pressure on Team McEwen.
Yeah, this gets to about a half rock low.
Needs to curl. Needs to curl. Needs to curl. Okay.
Pretty good.
That's not horrible, for sure.
Nobody knows yet. The silence is
Yeah.
always like, is that good or is that bad?
Yeah.
I think you hammer it, and I think a few reds are going to go. 3 reds might go.
Yeah? Do you think?
What do you think?
Maybe.
Does that come straight back?
I wonder.
Like we went end to end, they went end to end.
be open.
You're going to lose the top yellow 4-foot one, too?
Yeah. And
Like you want to tick
Might be
that
able
red
to.
one top 8 as we're looking at the screen, right?
Right. And does that yellow
Yep.
come straight back? Or does it go on a
Where
bit of
am
an
I
angle?
hitting?
to
Yeah,
the
I'm
right?
not sure.
A little bit of an angle, but I think it probably clips it.
Well, the guy that can throw it hard.
Yep.
Yeah, he won't miss it with the wrong speed. He'll be heavy enough.
Is this Kevin or Dan?
This is Kevin.
I can't tell them apart. They look the exact
They don't
same.
actually look. It's like I had twin buddies in high school, and you think they do, and then you get to know them, and it's like, how do people screw it up? They don't even look alike anymore.
I think they look so alike.
They don't.
Whoa! Yep! Yep!
Oh,
Great shot.
That's a good shot, though.
That was a good
Really
shot.
good.
Yeah.
Real good. Good.
Both reds open, stage shot buried.
Shot.
Didn't even move that one top
No,
four.
it wasn't going in.
I don't know if I'm allowed to order replays, but I'd love one right now.
Yeah.
I don't think I have that authority, though.
That was a very good shot.
Quarter rock.
Triple coming up
Nice
here.
and
Watch
hard.
this one, Bella.
Yeah. Who's throwing Mark?
Quarter rock.
I don't see it doing a bunch with the outturn.
Yeah.
Quarter rock on the yellow. Going to go into that red, push that into the one top four, and then the shooter will come up off the red and push the yellow
Quarter
out
to a third,
sideways.
Mark.
Kind of even up, maybe almost up through the top of the house.
Yep.
Used to wear a belt that said Bam Bam.
Actually?
He did back when in his
Yeah,
younger
hard.
days.
That's
Right,
funny.
I forgot.
Hard, Jeff. Hard.
Never a great thing to hear hard right out of your hand.
He held it, though.
Oh, nice
Not
shot.
quite.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
If I'm Gushue, I don't like where that yellow one is of McEwen's on the tee line behind a stagger.
Yeah, it's can't really get.
Going after him. Oh, wow.
Really?
He doesn't like that hit and roll the wing, I guess.
That chase, he really doesn't want to play that intern hack weight chase.
That's never
Had
a good
2 chances
thing.
this end.
Outturn, 2/3.
Yeah, I think it needs thicker.
Try to get this.
Okay.
You just get the top two. It's still good.
As long as it doesn't
Probably
tick over to that yellow, which is unlucky.
stay
but
where you throw it, I would imagine. I threw this. It was straight.
Oh yeah, he threw that.
Trying to head towards a blank, it looks like.
Yeah.
That's what Mikey's probably trying.
Sure looks like a deuce to me if you make that, doesn't it?
Well, if he makes it, for sure.
Like the hit and roll to the ring.
Yeah,
Whoa!
Nice shot.
That's pretty good.
Yep.
Good job, bud.
Just pretty
Sure
good.
Will he play this freeze? Or
Stay-
hit and roll? I guess he might hit and roll the wing now.
That red staying in the rings out in the replay.
Oh,
here, you can
replay.
see 2/3.
Got your replay.
Hit it a bit thicker than 2/3, Mikey. That's 3/4 at least.
Nice shot.
That was
Got
really
the 2
good.
he really wanted, but the one stayed in the house. That could be a good force stone for Team Gushue. And
Can you get rid of that as yellow? Like, you can pick it out, obviously.
well, no, you can't
No, you
see
can't?
it.
Just wondering
Oh,
if
no,
we
you
need to
can't.
like.
The only way
I
to
think
get
there's-
Blank here
it
is
is
not the
really
end of the
thin
world.
on the center line
Okay,
side on
yeah, I
the yellow
wonder.
across the top of the red, but then that's
you
really
trying to hang
hard.
it on?
Yeah.
Yeah, to me, there's 3 options.
Yeah,
you
you
either
can do
play
that,
that
but then
yellow
he
across the
probably
top, red back, you freeze, or you hit and roll to the wing off the top 12-foot one.
Yep.
Nothing. 3 reds in the house, but guess not.
None of those are fantastic options either if you're Team
Watch this
Gushue.
rock. Like it seemed fine in practice, right?
He's going with the freeze.
Yeah, sorry,
This
what
is
are
the
they
best
playing? Freeze
play
on the one.
on shot rock.
Yeah, shot rock. Okay.
Like roll it. This, yeah.
You guys like this?
Yep. If I give you the
No,
seat
they
with
don't,
last
but
time,
yes.
But we're playing
I
it.
thought it was T-line, right?
I don't like this at all, actually.
No, what do you like here?
Let me figure out who's which color.
They're red.
Yeah, so McEwen, is he not just going to hit and roll on the yellow? Like you make this perfect and you're going to hit and roll in, you're going to be second, third, and fourth with the hammer, no center guard.
Mine's good, Jeff.
Easy way to get shot
Mine's
rock
good.
out.
Yeah.
And nowhere really for Brad to
Mine's
freeze
good.
again to lock another one in there safely.
Mine's
So
good. Room.
Yeah, I'm a fan of the hit roll to the wing.
Yeah.
Off the
Yeah.
top one.
Always Brendan.
try and
It
get
looks
like a cheesy force.
No, we can't be teeing. Whoa,
Can't
whoa.
can't be anything but perfect here.
Yeah.
It really came down there. That almost looked like it hit something.
Yeah.
Oh, good shot, Mark.
That's a really good spot, but
Yeah, so when they hit that yellow
Yeah.
center line side, shooter rolls in.
Okay.
Yellow
Onto-
stays. I don't think you want to do that. I think you want it to stay right there.
Yeah.
Well, if
Well,
it
'cause then
rolls
it's
to the
easy.
middle, you're going to lock in the red. It's going to
Right.
be hard to get out.
I mean, you could probably
he's gonna
just
lose
get
his
it
yellow.
by.
Yeah.
I guess you could just nose it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nose it with
Maybe.
control and try and set it up for a double for 2 or 3.
I mean, if we could make it where we graze it, would be good, actually.
I think 2 out of 3 times you're going to give up the deuce.
Well, I just.
Gushue thinks 2 out of 3 are giving up a deuce.
It's really
No,
good.
it's funny to hear what
well,
they
then
say.
why did you play that shot?
He's feeling lucky. He's the 1/3, man. That's
Yeah.
not bad odds at the poker table.
Yeah, 1/3. That's pretty good.
He's going to hit
Yeah,
the
this will
river.
stay, but- yeah, no, I don't mind it.
The other thing is, Brad,
mean,
like
you
you got to
make it
think
to
if we
here,
stay
it's-
out here for 8 ends, they're going to run out of time.
Yep.
The gig ending. We'll make sure
Because
we
they're
roll
already
it.
down
Okay.
Keep the pressure.
almost 13
I like
minutes.
it.
So off this one.
Yeah,
okay.
you saw this. You saw this.
This one isn't. This wasn't on my whiteboard for options.
No. What are they playing here? Sorry, I missed
The
it.
long
thick half.
double.
Really?
Red, like.
That was. We never discussed that. That was.
I mean, I guess, yeah. If he hits it exactly
If he
on the
makes it,
side
then
of
it'll
it,
be,
stays
yeah.
right in front. Yeah, you're gonna like this.
But he could easily spin somewhere and hook it, and so you can't get it. You don't want to go into that one.
Accidentally okay.
It lined up.
Accidentally okay?
Well, it's gonna go. Yeah, I think.
Probably drags and hits shot rock. Like I don't know if Gushue can hit it.
That spun upward.
It did, didn't it?
Yeah.
Double plant there. No, you're
I'll say this in the post-game debrief too. That was a crazy call.
Yeah.
I liked how you threw it.
That didn't make much sense.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like that.
But it did work out. Like if that ended up hooked, like it's really bad. Brad's guarding a rock on the side of the button.
If we play off of this,
Yeah.
at least then if he plays
But he got lucky with the lineup, so it's actually really good now. Neither one of those yellows probably leave if you hit it.
No, I don't.
They both might jam.
And they're perfectly frozen, hey?
Plays this.
Looks like they're touching.
Okay.
Probably leaves 3 around.
Better than I thought.
Don't mind that,
And they still
because then if he plays something that would, like that's
It's the
catching
best
it right
result. It's just the toughest shot.
now. Oh yeah, but
Oh, 100%.
yeah, I think the best shot is to go right into the side of the.
Yeah, but I can't throw it hard enough where I go over the top.
No.
Like I think it's just at best a normal waiter.
Love hitting and rolling off your own
Yeah, I
stones
was
without the
thinking like
hammer
a
and no
big
cards, eh, when you're already down one.
Yeah.
Thin.
This is the best shot though.
Small half.
Okay.
Lie to and take away that angle
Yeah.
so that the double passes if
like
you
a
need
10.
to.
Probably playing a weight that he can't roll over the top here, I would
Yeah.
assume.
I said 10.
Which is about.
That's like a heavy board. Or
Okay.
control, really.
Okay.
Yeah, control's 10, 10, 5, so it's
What do you think it's going to
Funny
do?
how it turned out.
this would be the kind of the max weight you'd want to throw at this.
Right. He said skinny half or thick half?
Skinny half.
Okay.
40%.
40%. He's getting precise.
Wow, that's really
He's
precise.
Really feeling percentages today, Brad. It's 2/3, 66% chance we go up a douche. And I need to hit 40% of this rock.
So.
Do you like more icy? You like that?
So first skip stone in the third end here from Brad Gushue, and
Kind of a gamer here. Like this is
a must make. This could lead to a 3 quite easily if it's not executed right. Definitely a deuce.
So this is harder than they wanted it, by the sounds of it.
Lead! Curl! 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 Whoa! 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 Straight!
Oh.
That's not good.
That's, he did not hit 40% of that one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to stay.
Maybe picked, or Brad's not even going to go down there. He's angry with Brendan.
Yeah, he's good.
This is where
he yelled curl.
This is where we need on-ice
did.
interviewers that go over and say, okay,
Well, just
How you
what
doing?
happened?
Oh, wouldn't that be great? Oh, I think, okay, that's the new.
That's the new
next
thing.
Yes,
Next thing.
I love that.
Can I do it?
Except if
Yeah.
I miss though. Don't come
no.
near me.
Yeah.
Don't come near me.
Johnny, I'd come over
Stay
to
as
you
far away as possible.
and I would say, can you believe Jake's line calling out? What is this kid doing?
Is there
Yeah. He was calling curl though, which surprised me.
That was Brad. That
Yes,
was Brad.
Brad called curl.
So it must have just shocked him.
I wonder if it almost just kind of soft picked or something, but
We did see a bit of that yesterday. Not soft
Okay.
pick, but just fresh, wide, over carved on a couple.
Right.
Guilty.
this is a hard shot though.
Yeah,
I
it's
feel like
not
the little
easy.
I feel like playing gets you a better result if you actually play the stagger at the front, the lineup. Hair low. I think you spread everything out.
Yeah, kind of
Yeah.
like normal on
Yeah.
That
Hair
might
low.
be. It might be better.
7/8, even 3/4, whatever. I think you're.
These rocks drag enough. They're not crazy drag, but it drags enough to. It's already lined up to probably ticket.
Yep, I agree.
Man, my notebook's getting filled up for the debrief. And I'm putting Epping beside them. Like John said this.
Of course.
John
yeah.
said this.
When in doubt. I'm already enemy number one. Keep her going.
Yep. Yep.
Right out of Mike's hand
Yeah.
here. Calling on the Zilla.
Hard. Whoa.
Sometimes
Hard.
Flash
Yes.
just decides it's not allowed to curl though.
Curl. Curl. Curl.
That's just well thrown.
Great shot.
Very
call.
well managed, too.
Cheaters. They were both sweeping behind the tee line.
Cheaters.
Under review.
You see this too and just curl
So much for this debrief. So much.
It's too much.
Great shot there, though. Got to give Flash the. I don't think I hold that one for you, Johnny.
Oh, come on.
Back in the day.
What are they playing here? Is there a double on these two? Or
There's an easy double
okay,
here.
yeah.
Shooter rolls out and Mike gets 2, but
Right.
I thought it was just I wasn't as strong, John, but we had inferior
That looks like
foam.
That's
Yeah,
exactly
yeah.
what it was.
Everybody
And
else,
you were still holding my intern like no tomorrow.
everybody else was cheating. Whether they knew it or not is a completely different discussion.
Yeah, yeah.
He could roll on the center.
So gimme double here. Brad misses this 1 in a million.
Yeah.
Never a fun feeling playing a double knowing that they're going to have a wide open draw for 2.
No, and you're about to go down 3. And
it's just,
we have no time left, and no trouble there. Gonna roll into the 8-foot. Make the draw at least. You got to pay attention.
Yep. But pretty
go.
a lot of room for error here.
Yeah, see if we can get 2 here.
You remember Uncle Wayne Madaw?
Yep.
So this is, do you know what he says you have to be able to do to skip?
Draw to the 4-foot.
No. Johnny, what do you got to do?
You got to hit and stay all the time,
Okay.
and you need to draw the 8-foot all the time.
That's
Okay.
right.
And you'll win. He
All
thinks
the
he went
time.
all the time.
All the time.
That's what he told me.
Essentially what he was saying is that's all he ever did, and they won all the time.
So worked out pretty good for him.
You're welcome, Wayne.
And have a third that makes every shot. Cracks for 4 years, didn't miss a shot.
Didn't and like hit it here with hack, hit it here with board. Okay. Yeah, fun to watch.
Boys are working a little hard, a little concerned.
Looks pretty good.
That's full power from Flash here.
Push. Come on, bud. Nice. Wow. Why did that not curl?
Because Flash was drilling it.
End to end.
Yeah, Zilla was on it, exactly.
Is that what they call him?
Yeah, the Zilla, like Godzilla. But that's
Oh,
a
okay.
deuce for Team McEwen. After 3 ends,
That's how straight
they'll
that
have a 3-point lead, 4-1. We'll be back with more action right after
It's just
this.
crazy how straight that.
Let me say what's best for me, to feel at ease, to feel happy. Love me weather with the breeze, the simplest things. Sad love.
Rio Mare. Great taste needs little. Prime quality tuna and selected olive oil. Rio Mare, the real taste of Italy.
Yeah.
We're back, and it's been a super interesting game so far. A little sloppy not on both sides. Gushue's gotten himself into some trouble with some uncharacteristic misses up and down the lineup, and it's led to a 4-1 game here. Round robin action. We're getting closer to the weekend
It wanted to turn over.
for the Players' Championship, sponsored by AMJ, longtime sponsor of curling. And Team Gushue's got to get something going here, Johnny.
They do, and if you're in the GTA, get down here. I heard it's pretty full tomorrow night, Friday night draw. Yeah, Gushue needs to get something going.
What are your next games, John? You play tonight?
Play tonight. We got the hometown draw. We play tonight and tomorrow night. Yeah, actually, it's nice being here because I get a chance also to watch the sheet I play on tonight. So
that's perfect. I say, and I obviously don't watch because I say that all the time. The teams came out yesterday to play a game, and obviously they weren't playing the draw before, but we commentated that sheet, and they came out, and it took them 4 ends to figure the sheet out, just like it did the men. I gave them the benefit of the doubt and said the women will figure it out faster. They're smarter.
Yeah.
Took them about the same amount of time, but they could have just watched.
Yeah, you can't. That's what's that's
Home team live is a cheat sheet.
It is really.
It really is.
And then you get all this commentary too. We're just learning the strategy. I'm just learning so much.
Look, I taught you everything I knew in the first 2 games we played together.
Yeah.
That's what I told McEwen. They keep wanting me to come back. It's like, guys, I don't have. I'll keep saying the same thing.
Really nice line.
So now Gushue's going to have to pull out all the stops. Probably with how tight that yellow center is. They're going to throw another corner guard, aren't they, John?
I would assume. And
Nice shot.
That's
Pretty good.
pretty good. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Really close together, though. Eventually, they're
Yeah,
going to make that double. And
that's not a hard one.
But Mike's going to have to decide how are they going to defend this. And
Right.
they could throw a high center guard.
He might come around. Is it?
Yeah, you think Mikey will throw center?
I would think that's going to come,
That run back's going to be short. So.
It's too easy of a run back, right? And if you go around it, you make the double, you almost make the triple most of the time. I would say 77% of the time. We'll stick with the percentages.
Yeah.
Do you think if it's like a tighter guard, do you throw your higher guard tighter as well?
Doesn't need to be.
Or do you just throw it where it normally is?
But here's the challenge when it's that tight. Mike's going to throw a high guard, and I think Brad's going to do exactly that.
Yeah, you got to make sure this is guarding that center guard perfectly right now.
Right.
That tight one.
So this needs to be made very well.
So you maybe do want it a little bit tighter. Like normally you want it as high as possible when you're throwing the second one, but when it's this tight.
He pointed up just below the high.
Ball's brewing?
Yeah.
Hey, don't touch them. Yeah, it's Max.
That's where he put his pointed, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Just below.
Curl. 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 Good. Okay.
That works.
Kind of. They're really
Sort
close
of.
together. He's going to be able to save his shooter and make the double in the middle potentially, or even get all three.
Trying to get all three moving.
Yeah, there'll be no lack of center or corner guards after
Don't
this
really
shot
want to
if
whip
it's
it
made,
because I like to keep the shooter
made
around.
perfectly.
Yeah, it could be 4 corners.
You can do that as well. Yep.
Yeah, Brad said he wants to make sure he keeps his shooter around.
It's real close to nose, though.
I mean, I really do find it hard in the defensive side to protect from not giving up 2 points. It just seems like
That was what the 5-rock rule was made for,
Yeah,
right?
it's
You may leave a double peel there.
and just with how good everybody is now, obviously.
Nose just a hair
it just
high
seems so
with the
hard.
Yeah, the skill level and the
You can throw it.
precision is annoying, eh?
Oh, I was talking in the dressing room with my guys. I said, telling them it was like 10 years ago, and you make a run back 50% of the time, you'd make contact on the second one, and now we're sticking them with you name the weight, anywhere from 5 to 8 seconds.
broom slamming when it doesn't stay buried.
Yeah.
Curl. Curl.
Oh, we got botched? No, he's got this one online.
Whoa, whoa. Okay.
Pretty good.
Now
Lots
what-
of reds to come in there.
Yeah. Now what do you play as Mike?
Well,
You
you
can
probably.
just tuck it around.
Yeah, do you do that or what do you like?
I think he's avoiding from going in because, the next rock that he runs back, when he hits it, he'll be in the rings.
Right.
If this is short of the rings, the double peel, there won't be any of his reds, Gushue's reds going into the house.
Right, which is always a good thing.
Yes.
Especially when trying to force.
Easy.
Yeah, anything in the rings here, no matter where it is, you're either going to leave a hit and roll or a run back to stay. And the guard here, the longer you can avoid Gushue getting one in the rings, the better.
Yeah.
Easy flash. Easy, buddy. It's there for height. I was going to say, no. Okay.
So that's a couple feet, 2 feet too far. You can hit and roll in behind the corner now.
Like that.
But at least it will leave a short runner. And so, like you said, John, this is defending against giving up deuce here. You're one shot away, one half shot miss or one good shot from Gushue, and it's at least a 2.
Well, yeah, I mean, Brad rolls to the wing, Mike runs her back, say he makes it. Brad's still going to go around that center now and lock on it with lots of reds to come back again. So it's
hard to get by the guard here.
so hard to protect.
Hard.
It's not sounding great.
No, you're right.
It sounds hard to get by the guard.
Nice shot.
Okay, good.
Very nice.
So now do you play the short runner?
You do for sure, and you hope you kind of roll right back there.
Yep.
Yeah. So you don't want to hammer this with weight. I think you want to might be a middle peel weight here. I would assume.
8.5 maybe.
Yeah.
Even if you don't have to make the double. You just have to make sure it jams on a millimeter on the high side, and it'll be out of the ring, or the wide side, it'll be out of the rings. So
it'd be great to get this shooter into a great position.
This is one where Mowat plays like 10 and makes the perfect hit and roll.
That's good. It's fine.
Almost.
Good throw.
So close.
Out of the rings, but now there's a wall to roll behind.
Yeah.
Same shot they just played too. So.
Yeah.
Get a little less, eh?
Yeah, I think I got to throw solid hack.
Like 11.5?
Sure. Yeah.
Johnny, what's going on with the Briar buys? Like, is this, you got a chance to get
Need a bit of a
Gushue?
I need a bit of a miracle this week. If we happen, I think we figure the numbers out. I think if we end up winning this event and Brad does not qualify, I think there's a potential we pass him, but I haven't done all the math. I'm sure my guys are watching from the hotel room. Maybe they'll send me a text. They'll help me out with all the math. That's their job. They figure Tanner and Ian look after all the points and where we are and what we need to do, which is great.
This looks pretty good. Maybe
really
lost it.
That's unfortunate.
You just keep focusing on, try and draw the button before the game to win the hammer, and whether you do or you don't, you try and win the game.
That's kind of what we do. Yeah. Make shots. Usually good things are going to happen. You're going to get into stuff.
Yep. Where do you want to roll here?
Just dead under the center guard, I would say.
Center guard? Okay.
A little bit, not perfectly dead, because then the runner, but I think probably under the center.
Okay.
Salt. Forward. 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 Clean.
I think transfer.
Curl.
I can't believe Nick as the.
Straight.
This is right on the nose. It's not brutal. I mean, their hit and roll now is well above the tee line, but maybe only in the biting the 8 foot. So Mike could draw around it.
Might make this low. Yeah.
Try and get to there.
That would be better.
Okay. Same weight?
No, which one do you like?
I like the longer roll.
Yeah, we can get there. I think that's best.
Yeah, I think it's just there.
Okay.
You could also still go to the left as we're looking at it behind the tight red one, I guess.
Here?
That chalk's sweet.
Yeah, he was heavy too.
Brendan, I thought was going to rock.
Okay.
If you don't think it's there, we can just do this.
No, I think it's there. I don't know if I can throw board.
Okay. Like 11?
Yeah, like a high 10.
Okay.
There is a hole between those two reds, so he's not rolling behind a wall here. You don't want to roll right in between.
Right.
Whoa.
Good throw there.
Clean.
I think this is going to be very close.
Yep.
Yeah. They like it.
Whoa.
Yes.
Yep.
Hard.
Yep. No roll. Nope.
Whoa.
Oh, that's a curling shot.
Real good.
Yeah.
He made a bunch of great shots last night, as he always does.
That's really good. Now what do you play here? Do you play the runner or do you play, I don't know how much you can see, probably.
I think you play the runner and roll low.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think you try to make that. Because the nice thing is even if you happen to miss it low, it'll be open on the next one. You're going to have either a hit roll or a double or something.
Right.
These guys are real good, but the problem is they're so good that if he just misses this, he's going to plant it, and then they're going to be have to make it again. But good news is they're still good the next try.
Yeah.
But you could just peel this and say, okay, you got me. We almost got out of here, and it's not like it's easy. Where does Brad put his next one that you don't have a double or a hit and roll for shot?
Agreed. Yeah.
Anything but the dreaded nut.
Yeah.
Where you kind
bonk,
of
bonk.
nose.
Yep. Nope. Yep. Hard. 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 Hard.
Oh.
Stay in the hole. Yeah, that's unlucky but lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now the roll is going to be like back button too. So Brad, that's way better than just peeling it.
Yeah. Because then back button, then you come up and freeze to it, or do you hit it?
That looks hard, Brendan.
That's you got to throw like takeaway.
Yeah, it's.
I think we got to go there.
Take your chances.
Mike's going to have a chance to get out of this.
Actually?
Well, because he ticked it to the button. So wherever Brad goes now, he can't leave it open or he'll leave a double, right?
Right.
So he needs to go buried.
Okay.
And then Mike's going to have a hit and roll behind the one that's buried, and he's going to be shot because he's going to be right on the button.
Right.
Do you ever not go there, John? Do you go somewhere else, like out turn through the hole, like around the corner?
Can you go top 8 just edge on edge or just a millimeter under? Or
yeah,
is that,
maybe.
I don't.
It's tough because that hole's not very wide.
You're right. Yeah, that hole's not wide.
Around the guard.
This one's going to end up getting in the way, but I guess he'll always have that left tight red one, or sorry, right on our screen.
I think it is a little bit.
He'll always have that slash.
Right.
Right.
In any event, Team Gushue drawn to lie 2 here, which is always good news when you're down 3.
Yep.
First skip stone of the 4th end.
Top 8.
Gushue's the one that's going to run out of time now.
Yep.
Yeah.
14
Top 12.
minutes.
Hard play.
That's tight.
It's used almost 20 minutes of time. This is tight as tight gets.
You know,
Yeah.
he did this a few times yesterday.
Yeah?
Wrecked some guards.
What is that?
Overcurled. He did this surprisingly.
Not very good. At all.
Summed it up perfectly.
It looks like a normal shot.
Normal, I like normal.
And then you roll under center?
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, normal. Yep.
What happened there?
I don't know.
We're all stunned.
Right in the hole.
I mean,
Is he hurt?
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't really see it. I just saw them sweeping it like almost right out of his hand. I don't know if it was for weight, probably for line and weight, because like that was very light. Like it barely tapped the guard.
This is
Now, Mikey, this is where the killer instinct comes in from the best of the best. You make this, you make it perfect right to the side of the button, and
And then
really turn the gears, because anytime you get a chance to put away a team like this, you got to take it.
Where do you feel it was?
Oh, Brad's.
Yeah,
You
Brad.
don't often hear Brad confused. He doesn't know what happened.
Yeah, so that's never a good thing.
Straight. Curl. Straight. Straight.
This just looks like a straight. Beauty.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Good enough.
Pretty good.
It's a force. We know that. Unless they
It's
take
never-
a run at that.
Yeah, Brad was a bit confused. Never-
Bella, you know what? As you're calling line,
Yeah.
when it's curl, straight, curl, straight,
That means it's close.
that translates to clean.
Yeah.
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 Right?
Yeah.
That's one thing you can learn from all this directional stuff
Yeah.
when you go back.
Curl
Just
straight,
keeping-
curl straight. That just
Sometimes
means
sometimes
clean.
just let the rock take its natural path, and it'll do right things. You don't always need to be yelling.
No, you really don't.
And there's a few guys in the house. It's always something's got to be.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to be.
Gomer.
sweet. Yeah.
Gomer comes to mind.
Yeah.
But he's a gamer. He's a hell of a player too, and I don't think he even practices anymore. He's still
No,
good.
he's playing. Yeah, he's had a great season.
But he's a guy who, the sweepers are doing something, always. I couldn't play for Gomer at my advanced age for sure.
No.
I need
You'd hurt yourself.
It's like in mixed doubles when Jen says curl straight, hard, curl straight. It's like, I'm only one guy. Tough draw here for Gushue, but it looks like he's made the adjustment after it can only be classified as a disastrous first shot. But he's going to get the single, and Team McEwen up 2 with the hammer after 4 ends and in firm control. And we're going to take a 3-minute break and be back for the second end to see if Team Gushue can come back.
Let me say what's best for me. To feel at ease, to feel happy. Lovely weather with the breeze. The simplest things. Sad love.
Rio Mare. Great taste needs little. Prime quality tuna and selected olive oil. Rio Mare, the real taste of Italy.
When you've conquered another game, a long day, a job well done, and the final work call, we're your place. Come as you are and fit in comfortably. Mr. Mike's. Eat locally, enjoy casual.
Welcome back to the second half action. We're coming to you live from the Mattamy Center in Toronto, Ontario. AMJ Players Championship final Grand Slam of the season. I'm Brent Lang, joined by my daughter Bella Lang, and front runner so far, John Epping, skip of Team Epping. And
don't sound so surprised.
I'm not surprised. I've been watching you this year, John. You won 14 events.
Apparently everybody else has too.
You ended up in the wrong pool at the Briar and got kind of kicked out unfairly or unfortunately. Not unfairly, I guess. The rules were
rules of the rules.
Unfortunately, though, for sure.
Hopefully they'll learn from that, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Looked like you had a pretty good chance to me to make a run in the playoffs. And anyway, what's been the secret this year, Johnny?
Everybody else will probably tell you the brooms. But I'd like to think that, you know, my curling team's pretty good. But no, I'm really lucky with the, you know, the Horgan brothers, and you know, they just put a lot of time and effort into the game and work really hard and really talented. And I'm lucky that I get a chance to play with them. And then our little secret weapon at lead, Ian.
Little.
Yeah, well, Little. I say that because I don't want anybody to come and steal him from us, because he's just been, you know, an MVP for us this year, and had a fantastic year at lead. And you know the saying, leads can't win you a game, but they sure can. They can sure lose them for you. So no, it's just been a lot of fun, and hopefully a lot more wins to come with these guys.
Nice. Yeah, congrats on a great year, and again the trials, and who knows, maybe by the end of the week, maybe a Briar berth, auto Briar berth.
Wouldn't that be something?
But you are from Northern Ontario, so isn't that already auto?
That's no.
Well, we used to joke that for years, but I mean, I don't know. I've never played up there.
Top of the logo.
It's tough.
That's what Jacobs used to say too.
I think we're good, Jeff.
In any event, we got Team Gushue in big trouble here. So double centers, all risk.
Nice shot. Yep.
Need somebody to score here. A steal would be the best, but a force gives them an outside chance to still have a 2-1-2 finish and maybe steal the extra. On the flip side, McEwen's thinking, Dan's thinking, I know exactly what Dan's thinking. If I can put mine in perfect spots here, they're going to have a real hard time not giving us a deuce this end.
Yeah.
It's good.
First shot is perfect. If you walked it down, that's where you'd put it. This one you want right on top of it, lined up straight on it, square.
Small tap. Micro tap.
They're saying micro.
Micro tap, that's very precise. So it didn't quite curl enough, but those are pretty good.
Yeah.
Would like those right on the nose so that he can't tap this as easy,
right,
and so that eventually there's no double. But Bella, what are the broom rules in your leagues?
What do you? Oh.
There aren't any, hey?
No, there's none.
How'd your season go this year?
Pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, we got third, I think. Yeah.
In Bonspiel?
Yeah, third in Bonspiel.
Nice.
Yeah.
As an absentee dad, I wasn't there, right?
Yeah.
Have I scarred you?
No.
No?
Back
Okay.
eight, back four. Hard, Jeff.
Yeah.
Really gotta go.
This one's tight to that.
Oh boy. If you were to tick off, like, if you were to take, like, your rock, tick your other rock off the center line, you can choose whether to put it back, or you have.
You can take your own rocks out at any time.
Okay.
Yeah. Right, John? Even with this,
You can, yeah.
So yeah, that one I think it might have taken it off the center line. It doesn't matter though, because it was you doing it to your own rock, so there's no option.
Okay.
The other team though, if they chip it off, then Mike would have had, or sorry, the non-offending team has the option to leave it as is if they want.
Oh, okay. Because I knew there was an option of some sort. I just didn't know which team it was.
Similar to a burnt rock.
Okay. So yeah, when a burnt rock happens, the team has the choice whether to keep it or not.
Here's what you do, no matter what it looked like at the men's worlds. When you touch a rock, you don't stop it right away. You can.
Yep.
But you say something. I burnt it, and then you look at the other team, and they'll say kick it off. But what you can do is you just kick it off. That's the right thing to do.
Yep.
The rules don't say that, but if you touch it, it's no different than if you accidentally hooked your intern come around like Brad did last end.
Yeah.
It's a physical mistake, and it's not. That's allowed, but you can't touch the rocks. So when you do, they come off.
True.
Yeah, one thing Glenn and I always said, played each other. We never put each other in that position to have to pull the other guy's rocks. Why?
Exactly.
We just said if you touch a rock, it comes off, unless it's obviously beneficial to the other team. But.
Right, and I don't refuse to believe, but I've never seen anybody intentionally burn a rock that was going to do something bad. So that's the idea of the rule, Bell, is if a bad rock was coming down, we're going to take our own out or something, John would yell at me as a sweeper, burn it! Or we'd have a code ring, Omaha! And I burn it, and I'm like, sorry, I burnt it, guys, and it goes off, and they say, whoa, you were going to do this. Yeah. I've never seen that.
Make that double right here.
But I have seen people cheat and burn it and not say anything.
Yeah.
This one?
So need to take care of that. And
not easy, but
for sure.
I don't like that.
Mike shut that one down pretty quick.
Okay.
What? Sorry, I missed it.
He's gonna try and play this red peel. I mean, you could hit.
Half a rock.
Could nose the left one and lie two. It's not a terrible situation yet. Gonna try and make this red one into the side red one double.
Whoa.
Kevin Marsh.
Whoa.
The second half of the Killer Bee combo, Marsh Bros. They've got this is close.
Oh,
what a player.
We hit it a hair too thin. No.
Just rubbing it in Brad's wounds there.
Yeah.
I thought we missed it, but we didn't, Brad.
Still good speed.
That biter at the
looking like
back
a steal on. Not looking like a steal territory here for Brad. I mean, he's probably saying, okay, how can I force him?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Try and get 2 or 3 in the next end.
Team McEwen's got their own. Lots of teams are doing this now. Do you got any clothing line or anything? Do you got any Team Epping kind of swag for sale?
We do. Yeah, we have an online. We can do, and it's been a blast. My partner in crime, he designs different.
Tom does it all?
Yeah, Tom does it all and puts it online, and it's been fantastic. We have Briar gear and got stuff for tonight for Friday night Pride gear. Yeah, we got it all. It's been a blast. So.
Awesome. Yeah, Mikey and the guys made some stuff up, and Flash has a self-proclaimed best sweeper in the world with the Zilla on the back, and then the Marsh Bros have the Marsh Bros in the Super Mario Bros.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, that's a good one. That was a hot seller. They made too many Zillas and not enough Marsh Bros, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, and I just got a message from Tom. It is teamepping.com. So go.
If you're gonna plug it.
Sorry.
Teamepping.com. Go quick, because it will sell out in the next 5 minutes now. So more guards and more peels coming, and then on the last one, Brad's gonna is Mike gonna let him hit and roll and potentially leave a double? Or will Mike draw first and try and take the deuce?
Wow. I don't see the draw.
Good shot.
Yeah, what do you see here?
What are we? We're 3 on 2 here right now. With rocks
Peel
left.
here for sure.
Peel it.
Does he freeze? They won't freeze again, will he? Brad won't freeze again?
He just mentioned it.
Or did he? Okay.
Watch, yeah, he said freeze. I think if you guard Mike draws,
probably.
I think it's worth the risk, because if you make a decent draw, you're going to get 2.
Right.
And that really puts it almost out of reach.
Can you ever get that one on, like that red without killing your yellow one?
You could pick it clean.
I think I could see making the hit now, play 2/3 with a 10-second hit, split the house.
Yeah.
He's got a fairly big window where it's going to make it really hard for us to not give up 2.
One of those.
We might be looking at a run double. What do you guys think?
Draw around back 4 now. Show them like a quarter.
That's how you give up at least 2.
Yep.
So still kind of thinking steel, I guess.
Same thing. If we make a good freeze, I think he might just try and he might just go there.
I guess. I mean, the best way to force sometimes is to almost steal.
I'd have to go up.
Yeah, that's true.
So get this one
exactly straight back.
Like, what are you going to do if...
He's going back to the in-turn draw.
Yeah. If Mike can chase this, it's really not very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be tempted to hit this 2/3
Still on the drag zone.
split, roll the...
Make a perfect, and yeah. This is the spot, though, that Mike showed us. If you get one side 4, he doesn't want to play the hack weight chase.
That's true.
Yeah, it's true.
I think there's enough separation.
Brad's been paying attention.
Drag that much.
It's a good sign when your skip's paying attention.
Let's get her buried as much as we can. Okay.
That's important information there, Brad. So there's enough space between these two that he doesn't think it'll drag much. So if we get it dead buried, it's good. He doesn't think he can get the yellow onto it and blast out the other red on top.
Okay.
I think Mike draws around T-line here if Brad makes this.
I think probably, especially if he's not shot. I don't think he really has a choice.
T back 4. T. Yep.
Or he blasts the top and Brad goes in front of it and double for 2, or Brad hits the open and you take your single. He's got this one curling again.
This is curling a lot.
Line only. Line only.
In front again.
Yes.
No, he knows it.
Okay.
He knows best.
Nose?
Yeah, like
You got it. I don't think he can do much if he knows it.
Right.
He can't do anything. He can't roll underneath anymore because he's changed that angle now. So anything under there might...
Oh yeah, because now it changed the angle. Right.
Great weight.
What kind of weight you like?
Probably bored.
Different looks. It's,
Did you hear that?
I think so.
Did you hear it? What did you hear?
I thought I said you get so many different looks.
I'm getting so many different looks out here, which I'll translate that for you. Brad might not love me for this, but that's okay. He's basically saying that you guys aren't throwing it good enough for me to get a read on the ice, and that's why I'm hooking my
Yeah, if you
intern.
could roll like 2 or 3 inches this way.
That's what I heard. I won't put you out there, John, because you still got to play against him, but that's what I heard.
Yeah, let's leave me out of
No
this.
comment
Thanks.
from the skipper here.
Yeah.
But that's just frustration coming out. And it's understandable. It's not just frustration from this week. It's from finally not winning a Brier after a million years.
Yeah.
You know, they haven't won a slam this year. It just hasn't been a Gushue year. They're still top. I don't know where they are. Top 10 in the world.
I think they're 7 in the
I
world.
think they're 7 too. Yeah.
But that will feel like 30th to them.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Just like, where are you guys, John? You guys are...
We are number 10.
Yeah, and that probably feels like 4 to you.
Yeah,
You've had such a good year.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all relative to what your expectations are and where you were last year. And good looking shot by Mike.
Yeah.
That's a great spot.
Really good.
Oof. Brad,
now what do you do with what do you do if you're Brad?
I think you peel the Velcro.
You got a light shot.
You've got to make the double, don't you?
Pretty good, I think.
Yeah, I don't think he can make the double, but
Can you make it and just move that yellow over a rock so that it jams?
Yeah, exactly.
Half inch more and it's probably
gotta get
perfect.
Yeah, we can't get it too
Then he can't get low.
Like, I think we could squeak that and we're never getting it too far out.
Another team this year that probably feels like, they finished 13th is Team Adine. They're so used to being top 5 constantly, and they just...
No wins for them this season.
Just an out didn't even win the World Championship.
Yeah,
like that's weird.
What do you think of that?
It's not easy for me to get
for board. My guess is it's.
What are they playing here? Sorry, like they're hitting
They're
this.
playing the soft, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, little soft board waiter. It sounded like so.
Okay. I wondered. I just
hit a roll. Try and roll a rock, which probably is the max they could do with what they could see of it.
Right.
They think they can get shot?
He said, yeah, like I think they can move that yellow. If they get by the red tight, the yellow moves maybe a half a rock, and I know there'll be a double on the reds, but the yellow will be in the way.
Right.
So red will be shot, and Mike will have a simple shot for 1. He'll just have to hit the red into the red, I think.
You're starting to sound like a broadcaster.
Right? Everything's easy. It's just a nose hit.
Yeah.
I know it's only a millimeter over the center line, but if he hits it on the nose, it will stick on the button.
A little light.
It's the last thing I want to sound like, John.
Little light.
No, it's a front ender thing too, though.
Oh, for sure it is.
You see an inch of it. No, I see lots of it. Lots of it.
Hard. Whoa!
We're shot, Mike.
Okay. Not hard enough. Needed to throw it a little bit harder.
Yeah, I agreed.
I know he's worried about pumping it a foot, and then there's a nose hit for 3 and it's handshakes.
That's the same broom. Yeah.
Important draw here. Not a simple one, but very important. This is the exact same draw Mike had 2 ends ago.
Won't be any better.
Every extra point against the goo is important.
Yep.
Don't let him hang around.
No.
Final stone here in the 5th end, and out-turn draw. See if the Zilla, where he can place this one, put it right on the button for the skipper. Mike was making comments how straight it was here last time, so.
Yeah, I heard that too.
So you shouldn't be worried about it over curling. This is just get it on.
Just get the weight right.
Get the weight right and a reasonable release here. Don't be soft, which Mike's never soft on his out-turn.
Line's fine.
Kevin Sannon,
Line's
my job's done. Line's
Not
perfect.
curling much though.
Don't screw it up.
Okay, close. Coming down
Pretty
the middle
good.
here.
Yeah.
It's really curling now.
Okay, nice. Yeah.
Very well done, well judged. Perfect throw. Even the sweepers, I couldn't have screwed that one up. That was too good for Mike. And
yep.
2 more points and 1 more nail in the coffin of Team Gushue here. It's 6-2, and the death beat continues from Team McEwen. We'll be back after a quick break.
Be a little harder than I wanted.
When it comes to the game we love, having the right gear makes all the difference.
Gold Line's new curling shoes and brooms are a game changer.
The shoes, unbelievably comfortable.
And the brooms, lightweight and effective, giving you control on every sweep.
When I step onto the ice, I'm not just prepared, I look sharp.
Have you seen these shoes? They are a game changer.
And the brooms, light as a feather.
It's a Gold Line.
It's a Gold Line.
It's a Gold Line.
And is the choice of champions.
Yep, I did.
Actually, it's really good.
Welcome back to Team Gushue versus Team McEwen, an all-Canadian battle here at the AMJ Players Championship from Toronto. It's been all Team McEwen so far. Nothing too flashy, but just consistently making good shots, getting better angles, and Team Gushue just not quite up to par for them. I think they would, well, I know they would all admit, not their best stuff just yet, and find themselves in a big hole, down 4. Bella, what have you seen so far?
I've seen a good game. Well, the score doesn't show a good game, but
Be honest, Bella. We want to hear it.
I am being honest. Most good game. Just a few uncalled miss by Gushue.
Yep.
That kind of put himself into trouble a little bit, but good game otherwise. Everybody's playing fairly well, I think.
Lots of action, right?
Yeah,
lots
for
of
sure.
Interesting shots and calls, and lots of rocks in play. Which
Yeah. And lots of interesting ends, it could go either way. No real blank opportunities so far, which is always nice.
No, it makes commentating a lot more fun for sure. And
yep.
That kind of happens. So they threw that one high. They're looking for doubles on the same side.
Okay, so they did that on purpose.
And they knew that if it was tight, Mike would chip it into the rings.
Right.
Yeah, that's the one. Kind of that new newer thing we've seen in the last couple of years.
Yeah,
that chip shot on the corner guards. And,
what's that ice for?
That's to chip the corner guard
okay.
anyway. But I think, and I can't promise you this, but I think this shot's going to go away at the slams.
Yeah.
If I have my way. Which I don't often, so maybe I'll get Mom to help.
Do you have to have other lines, you think? Like other lines in the ice where if it's in this area, you can't chip it?
I don't even know if you do, and I know it's going to be tricky, but maybe you just can't touch guards. Oh, Brad is going to be, if he's not tilting. Got it. He's going to die.
I'm sure that's what Brad wanted.
Yeah. Just a little heavy, but no, I don't like that you can chip the corner guards. I just, in this situation, I want Team McEwen to have to play a little bit to defend rather than to be able to chip it in the rings and then.
So I wonder if you have to have another little line, maybe a couple of lines, like middle of the 8-foot or something. I don't know, some lines out there that you can't chip. I'm not sure.
What are the chips? What's the chip played for? Why do they do the chip?
Defense.
Okay.
So yeah, it used to be, Bella, so if you were tied coming home with the hammer, they'd throw a center guard and everybody got really good. The leads got really good at chipping it off, edge of 8, and then the whole 4-foot's open and you just really had no chance. And it's really for entertainment as much as anything.
Okay. I wondered. I've seen it. I don't understand. I didn't understand how come.
Yeah, so maybe John's right. I mean, just saying you can't touch guards, then when it's coming by, if it's a feather tick, how do you decide? I just want a way where, where you get a chance to come back with or without the hammer. you know, and I know you get the 5-rock rule, so there's already a chance, but good 2 guards there by Jeff Walker. Still one of the best leads going, has been for what seems like forever now. So Mike was trying to spread that out, didn't want it in front of it. So you heard him say he wanted that to curl a little more, didn't curl as much as he thought, so.
Those are good distance in between those 2 corner guards.
Yeah, it's really unlikely they're even going to try a double peel. If they did, their shooter's probably going to stay. I know Kevin can throw it really hard, but they're dead lined up and, you know, so 8 or 9 feet apart.
Yeah, yeah.
And the idea is when they peel the top one, which is coming right now, then maybe Brad could go around again, but that run back's too easy. So it's used to play for 3. I don't like, what do you like, John, when you're trying to get multiples for sure? Do you stack them or do you go, does it depend?
I've gone both sides, just because I sometimes like running that corner in.
Yep.
True, that's the other thing this does. If it gets messy in the middle, you don't have any run.
Right.
Corner guard run because you're guarding it. And now I can promise you that Brad doesn't want to go around that corner guard again because it's a 5-foot run back triple.
Right.
We used to do that, hey Johnny, and it would be like, well, he'll just hit half a rock.
He'll just, yeah.
Doesn't matter. He might even run it into the ones in the middle. At least when I was shooting, that's what the other team was thinking.
Yeah, best case scenario here, probably a deuce for Gushue.
Yeah, I'd say so.
That's how it's looking. I don't think Mike will do anything silly.
No.
No need. 4-point lead, right? If you give up a deuce here and hammer in 7, score 1, you're up 3 coming home. Score 2, that you get handshakes. So.
Yeah, in total control.
They've had Brad's number this year.
Oh, really?
I think this. I'm not really a stats guy, but this might be like 6-0, something like that.
Oh wow!
Wow.
Let's see if
that's
Curling Zone can help me out here and
something you don't
corroborate.
See often. I think Dunstone has had Gushue's number as well. So until this week.
Yeah, I agree.
So this will, if they can pull this out, this will make them 5-0 against them this year.
Wow.
PointsBet, Coyote Tractors of Ontario. Is that the?
That's the Slam, right?
Slam. No, it's not actually. Beat them twice that weekend.
Really?
Henderson Medal Fall Classic presented by the Coyote Tractors.
Oh, that's the one in the Sioux.
And then did beat him in the Coyote National as well.
Wow.
Coyote, I think. Sorry, one of the title sponsors of the Slams. Quarter rock double here. Chance to
really put some pressure.
Really take the deuce away, at least momentarily.
Yeah. I mean, you can always come back, but...
Historically, Mike actually has a lead on Gushue, 34-27.
Really?
Surprised. I would have thought it would have been close, but the other way.
Me too, yeah.
Maybe early days when could sneak out some wins against Gushue.
Those couple of years that nobody beat McEwen, those years?
Yeah.
They won 7 events in a row or something at one point.
Really?
We played them in 3 finals that year.
Who did he play with?
This is close.
Oh, there's a bunch of
nice shot.
Of it. He nutted it.
He
had a bunch of plumbers with him. BJ Neufeld, you know BJ?
Oh, yeah, I know him.
And then Matt Wozniak, who you may not remember Matt.
I don't know.
He played second, and then BJ's brother, Denny.
Okay.
They had a really good team. Denny was as good a lead as there was. Matt's a great teammate, made a ton of shots. Big, strong sweeper.
Yeah, it was a great sweeping front end.
Oh, yeah. And then BJ, when he gets going, is as good as anybody.
Not often you see a team stay together as long as they did. Probably
they were like 10
3
years.
cycles. Or,
Really?
yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
they
Yeah,
were a
that's
long time.
Were you with Glenn for that long or something? Or
Yeah, but we liked each other. We did play with Glenn, but the team changed.
Yeah.
Rich
But you played with Glenn for 10 years.
Rich divorced us. He quit on us.
Uh-oh.
We've never forgiven him. Sticking us with Madaw. Unbelievable. Good come around there. Tough to make the double now, though, because it went a rock too far. You said Mike wasn't going to do anything unnecessary.
Okay.
What is he doing here?
If you peel the guard here, it's really hard to give up 2, I think.
Yeah, wow. Okay.
Nice little
Nice
pocket.
little pocket.
That's a front ender in the house. This looks easy, my skipper. You make this all day. Zilla? Anyone?
Mike said it's not that great or something. He said something's not that great.
Okay.
Oh, it's 1:21. They have a 1:45 lunch reservation.
Ah, makes sense. Can't.
Those brooms.
With
Something about
those
the
brooms.
brooms.
Guess he's referring to the gold line evader. That would be what Mike is saying, that maybe they speed a spot up faster.
Sorry, I don't hear anything that says foam evader.
Yeah.
So Mike McEwen, first skip rock in 6 here. A freeze that if it's made perfectly, it's going to go a long way into putting this W in the books.
It's got a curl.
Yep.
There we go. Little chap and lie in the. Okay.
Is that?
There's
I
a
think
triple.
yeah, and I think you can you come just straight off to the, yeah, well, I was just thinking,
Yeah.
can you just come and go straight and just kick it sideways and sit
Oh yeah. I
there?
wonder.
But
What did you like there? Like when?
I liked peeling the guard.
Did you? Yeah, peeling
Yeah.
the guard.
Yeah, I know it's weird coming from me, but I would have peeled the guard.
And then what would Brad have done,
Yeah.
Bella? Like he would probably have to freeze or hit and roll to set up a double. Like you're lying 2 in the double. Might have been able to sneak it by, but just.
Right.
Now there's a double.
Possibly a triple.
Yeah, does he ever freeze there? I don't think that really does anything for you, Brad. It's. Yeah. Brad always pretends he can throw it fairly hard, actually. Harder than he used to.
Yeah.
What did he say?
Well, I can't throw it. I forget. I can't throw it that hard or something.
okay.
Hit theirs first.
What do you guys see Peel Wade doing down here?
I think even if you just hit and roll into the
That might be
in front of it,
Yeah.
you just stay there. Might be.
Might be the best. Like your shot, John? Throw some speed, and maybe you can tick it up. And if you stayed frozen, it'd be hard for him to get either one out.
He was on the other side of center, and that was like a 6 second. So it's hard for me to go back.
Oh, I agree. He's not going to throw a 6 second. I think he's talking about one of Kevin's.
Yeah, I'm thinking he's going to throw a 7.5, 7, which is plenty.
Yeah.
What's like 6, like peel? You know, like that kind of thing. What would 6 be like? Harder than a peel?
Yeah.
That's a hard peel.
That's really hard peel. Sub 6 is really cruising.
Yeah.
6 is hard.
What is like a peel like number kind of wise?
7, 7.5 for most. Yeah, that was just easy, but did he leave it?
Did he leave
Now
it?
you roll anywhere and the yellow just leaves
You
you
can
shot.
run right into the yellow, and we'll be shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we
agree.
run into our. Well, actually, we don't want to pop the yellow too much.
A little bit more. We hit the last of that one and kick the top one a bit more, I think.
Yeah. Well, I don't think we gotta be that cute.
Or throw it harder.
Oh, look, yeah, I might throw hack actually.
So a hit and roll low here will
whenever you
force most of the time, unless he kicks it out somehow, but I don't see that really happening.
No, not with that weight.
So I rest my case. Gushue has played the slowest game of his
3/4, half
season probably. He still has 6 minutes left for 2 ends after this. Like that's way too much time.
Yeah, hack weight. Yeah, I like that.
Like after like the first 3 ends, he was down like
Or the timer fell asleep, which is also possible. They fell asleep in the Battle of the Sexes, which I'm sure they were instructed to do.
Right.
It was a 3 hour and 5 minute 8-inning game with time blocks.
Yeah.
But it was full entertainment. I didn't want it to end.
It was really fun to watch.
What did you think? Did you think Mount was going to win? Or
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
How come?
I don't know. I just think they're so accurate and they're just playing so well.
Yeah, their theme song is that DJ Khaled, All I Do Is Win.
Oh yeah.
I think.
They're just so good right now. They're really hard to beat.
Is this going to kill it?
Looks perfect.
Nice shot. That almost didn't kill it.
Accidentally perfect. Can he run it into the crotch and spread him around the red and stick?
Kick slow and then added, but set it wide.
I wonder.
Wow.
I don't.
Towards the center. They played this.
Yeah, Brad doesn't have anything here. This is a draw for one, and you can hear just kind of the.
Look at that scoreboard.
Despair.
How do you like your hammer efficiency if you're Team McEwen?
That's
if you're the coach, how do you like their hammer
That's
efficiency?
the death beat, Bella, when you go
2-1, 2-1, 2-1. Yep.
We had one of those going in the trials against Martin one year, and we lost the game.
Oh no.
True story. Up
That's
3
unfortunate.
playing 9 and gave up a 4.
I remember that.
I don't remember it specifically. I don't specifically recall.
You don't specifically recall.
That was in Winnipeg.
Yeah, I remember watching that.
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't go well. And then, believe it or not, we didn't have a lot left for the 10th to get a deuce. We gave up a steal at like 10.
Oh no.
No, we had nothing. That was bad. Didn't take our medicine in 9. We probably played a shot we shouldn't have. We could have just drawn the 8-foot to give him 3 and have the hammer coming home.
Yeah.
I'll be yelling from the stands when you make those mistakes, Bella. Don't worry. They'll kick me out, but you'll hear me before I go.
Yep.
Draw for 1 here, and to go down 3 without the hammer, and they might consider shaking. Although he's on TV and he loves to be on TV. So.
And his last night could be his last time.
14.
But either way, it's
Gotta stay alive.
6-3, Team McEwen. They'll have the hammer in 7. We'll be back for the action right after a quick break.
The 2025-2026 Grand Slam of Curling schedule is out, with big events happening all over Canada, like the Masters heading to London in September, the Tour Challenge from Nisku this October, the Canadian Open from Saskatoon in December, and the Players' Championship from Steinbeck coming in January. Early bird weekend and full event passes on sale now at gsocktickets.com. Let's rock.
Good job, Carver Dan. Nice to have you back.
We're back, 7th end action. Team Gushue trailing Team McEwen, and it's been all Team McEwen. The perfect scoreboard is in effect so far for Team McEwen. You win the hammer, you take a deuce, you force to 1, you take a deuce, you force to 1, you take a deuce, you force to 1. And should be able to find a way here, although, like I said last end, I've seen it happen with 2 ends left, the exact kind of same situation, but this needs to stay on the center line or they will play the chip shot. Who do you play tonight, Johnny?
We play my old teammate, Ryan Fry, and the Italians.
Yeah.
Italians.
Italians,
Right.
Italians.
They're feeling that negative momentum at the moment, and
if we could last one more game would be great.
Right, yeah, exactly. I hope you guys break out of your slump in 15 hours. And then your final game is tomorrow night, you said?
Yes, against Dunstone.
Okay, so it doesn't really get any easier at these things. It's awesome to be in the Players, and then you look at your schedule and you're like, why are we here? This looks like a lot of hard work.
Yeah, as quick as you're in the slams, you can be out of them.
I always found you can't look at the whole schedule. You got to look at the next game.
Yes.
Yeah.
And yeah, Italy's in the Team Canada pool. So they're finding
out the Briar pool.
What we already knew, it's hard to win the Briar. Really hard.
Yeah, I saw Brad Jacobs made a nice shot to beat them.
Did he
Yeah,
ever?
yeah.
Like,
we watched it this morning.
Draw right to the button, right, Bella?
Yep.
And then he winked at Ryan Fry on the bench, I saw.
Really?
Still got it. No, he didn't, but he should have.
That's not great.
Anytime they say okay.
You're right, Bella.
Yeah,
That is
okay.
not- that is
Okay
not
means
great.
That's
like,
not great.
Like that sucks. No, not. Jeff's played actually a good game. and
Yeah, he has.
That's not good though. That's an easy double peel for these guys, and
Yeah, he's only missed like 1, 2 maybe.
yeah, he's been pretty good. And doesn't matter now though. See if Dan can load these up again. And again, if he lines this up full 8, bite the 4, it gets really, really difficult for Team Gushue to get anything going. Flash is going to need like a 30-ounce steak after this game.
He really is.
And it would take him about 45 seconds to eat it.
I wish I had timed that.
17-2.
Gushue wants to hear. This is
Oh.
just
It's the unintentional gamesmanship against two longtime rivals, Bella, that when you're winning, you're just so chatty and happy.
Yeah.
John knows the skip kind of mental battle that
Oh, yeah.
happens down there. And when guys go quiet, or some guys even get blotchy when you start to beat them. And there's all sorts of tells, and it's funny. It's part of the game.
It
and
is.
The rivalries, you play these guys, like these guys have played over 50 times over the last
that's
15 years.
incredible.
That's not great either.
We won't talk like Briar wins, though, like numbers, because they've been around and at the top a lot together. And
Yeah.
that's the elusive one.
Now do you play the you play the peel here, right?
Double peel.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, if you can get both, that would be.
It's not too hard of a double peel here.
No, they're pretty close
really
together.
close and at an like a nice angle.
Only worry, I guess, would be
Yeah, it's
maybe
coming
those
into
coming
the
back
house,
to the
though.
back ones.
Yeah.
Oh, he's playing it the thick way, maybe.
Yeah.
It's the advantage of throwing the 6-second peel. Not bad, though. You can see there's a bit of a problem for Brad. There's no way to get to the button, really.
Yep.
And that one, if I'm Mike, I'm thinking, I know this out-turn draw real well. I've made it the last 2 times coming this way, and that guard's not guarding the out-turn draw. So as long as I keep that open,
Yeah.
I can get us a single here. And a single here will also get us handshakes. Johnny, how did your team come together?
You know what? I was at a mixed doubles event and heard Jake over talking with somebody else saying that he was moving to Toronto in with his brother, and I thought, what a great opportunity to play with 2 guys that are local and we could centralize train.
Yeah.
You know, and seems to be, I think, an important thing right now, and really, at least it gives you an advantage.
Definitely doesn't hurt. There's no question.
And, you know, that really piqued my interest in 2 guys that are young and don't have families yet and can commit the time.
And then, where's Ian?
Ian's in Winnipeg, and he played with the Horgan brothers last year. And, of course, he was born in Northern Ontario, so, you know, part of the reason, but definitely not a big part because he's just, you know, such a good player, and they informed me of that for sure, and he's living up to it.
Yeah. Wasn't it somebody's birthday yesterday?
A couple of days. It was
2 days
somebody's. A couple days. Yeah, it was Jake's 25th birthday.
Is that how old he is?
Yeah, yeah.
And then Ian in Winnipeg, they've got that new, and it's not new, but a training center, and Greg Waska doing ice and rocks at the Heather that's at, right, Bells? Bells curls at the Heather once a week, too.
He loves it, and what a great opportunity for him to play
Just
on.
available all the
Exactly.
time.
And all the tools and equipment you need to, you know, to work on your game, and, you know, really, really smart. Really surprised Ontario doesn't have something.
Yeah. That is
Like that.
surprising.
Isn't that a little shocking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Winnipeg has it in Ontario. Like that. Yeah. I would think that there would be something in.
You've lived in both places, and now you know the center of the universe is here, right?
Yeah.
Pick your favorite, Manitoba or Ontario, Bella.
I don't know.
I said pick.
I can't
I'm your dad.
pick.
You have to listen.
I can't pick.
That's fair.
That's a good commentator right now. You're learning. You're staying neutral.
Yeah, don't say anything at all.
Really well.
Talk for 2 hours
You
and don't
are a
say
veteran
anything.
already.
Yeah.
Another chance at a double here. The Zilla, Colton Flash.
Nice shot.
Very nice.
All right.
That's big trouble here, Brad.
Real big trouble for Brad. Not Jacobs, Gushue.
Trying to create a pocket behind the tee line, tap it back. You're going to see Flash try and pick it out, but take one of the back ones with it. And Mike's going to have to miss probably a bad one here to.
Even just for a steal of one, really, and still up 2.
Kev just said to Flash, the way you're throwing it, we can do whatever we want right now. That's a good feeling when you're back end.
Yeah.
We used to call it riding the horses. The horses are galloping, so we just got to hold on, Saf. That's a good shot. Very good.
Yeah, because now there's a pocket for them to freeze in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the red double or tick the yellow too. They must think it's going to get both reds if they do that.
Yeah. Do you think it would?
I can't see because Mike's there. At first glance, I thought it wouldn't, but looking from this angle down the angle of the sheet, it looks like it will.
I heard no.
Yeah, I think it'll get both.
Jeez.
Okay, yeah, he was the one who said
That was Flash.
no.
Flash was worried he said it a little much.
Another great shot from Flash. Brad needs to draw around back 4 here, Bella, and Mike, you'll play the runner, and Brad needs a big miss here out of Mike.
Yeah.
To keep this game going. They're going to cut your debut short here, it looks like.
Oh, no.
But good news, fans. We're back at 3:30.
Are you back in action?
Yeah.
Oh, what a long day.
By herself. She's doing it by herself. Nobody else.
You can handle it. We've seen that.
All by myself. Yeah, we're doing the Dunstone, Brad
Yeah, we're
Jacobs.
sticking to the Epping pool.
Oh, I like it.
Yep.
Okay. Make sure you give me the scouting report on Dunstone after, okay?
On it. I'll take notes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Another intern come around for Brad that he sounds like he hates it.
This one's also really moving
Seems like
on
they've
him.
swept everything end to end. Is it rock? Are we?
That's got to be a little bit, Brad. There's no way he has the same rocks anymore.
Yeah. No, they talked about it at the 4th end break that I believe they were saying we'll switch, like rocks, because people didn't like their rocks, I believe. But
Right on the nose would be money.
Yep.
On characteristics, they're you can see Brad 63% this game and McEwen 92.
That doesn't happen
you
often.
don't see
the
that.
92 happens. This
Yes.
Brad with even a 70-something never happens.
Yeah.
Even in the 80s hardly ever happens.
Clean. Clean.
Just don't want to roll this a little bit under that yellow. and
'Cause then
create a
there will be
stagger.
double?
Yeah,
Okay.
a stagger.
Yep.
Don't want him to be overlapped.
Yep.
Bella, 'cause you-
Even rolling away is
Behind
fine. Just don't roll low. Yeah, good spot there.
Really good.
Now what do you play as Brad Gushue?
You have to steal here. You can't give up a point.
So
It's
you have
down
to
4, you
draw
quit.
under?
So you have to draw around, and then Mike's got to miss a 4-foot run back.
Call.
Okay.
Makes a nice move there. It does.
You hope he falls.
Yeah. Yeah.
This side going to be a little slower?
Yeah.
So talking about speed side to side, and when things go bad, you start to really question everything, and the game gets real hard.
Yeah, we've all been there.
Oh, for sure.
And Mike
Multiple
drew,
times.
Mike drew the button with. Yeah.
And what was that one there?
Seen both spots in there.
What was the time on mine there?
Didn't get that. I think you got. I think you're going to be
6 feet?
4 to 6 feet.
Just needs to throw this 4 to 6 feet harder than his last one.
Yeah.
Final stone. 7th end. Brad Gushue needs a miracle here. Needs to steal a point, so he has to be shot when this comes to rest, or else he'll be shaking hands. Back 8's no good.
Needs a curl. Back 4. Yeah, that's.
This is that spot Mike said didn't curl a ton.
Yeah.
Yep.
I see quite a bit of that, man.
Not bad. Speed's good. Didn't get buried.
I can see a lot.
Good weight.
Do you like the run, or do you like? I don't know how much you can see.
I like this.
This is where I really want my skip to say, I like this. Me too. That's what I was hoping for.
He wants to throw hack at it, so okay.
Okay.
That's fine with me.
Yeah.
This isn't going to take off. You got Flash holding it.
Good weight.
I don't even hate if he wants to throw like back 8.
Yeah. something you just take the
Going
front.
the other way we have, right? We know exactly what this is going to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know the draw too. Like you could just draw.
You played that
forward.
out turn.
Or this one.
You can play the taps. You could there's
Just
A lot of
regular peel.
possibilities.
yeah. You got to move a rock a foot.
Yeah.
We know this better. We haven't seen the hack waiter enough.
I don't know why you would. Yeah, the hack waiter. If you don't know it, you play the draw that you know.
I've seen
I
this
mean,
with both
1
turns.
point does it.
1 point, there
Perhaps
will
you could
be
pull
handshakes.
But this is fine too.
throw an
If that's
8.
what my skip's seeing.
Just a tiny. Good.
Final stone shot to win the game for Team McEwen.
Put them in nice shape.
Mm-hmm.
Put Gushue on the brink,
Yep.
if not out.
Whoa. Yep. Yep.
Defender.
Yep. Hard. Hard. You gotta go. You gotta go, boys. You gotta go. You gotta go.
Oh.
Oh, unforced error there. And
Interesting weight choice.
Mm-hmm.
I thought
Kinda
that would have
soft,
some more.
eh?
I thought that would have a little more pace, make it go away. But
So we're going to have more action, and we'll bring it to you after a quick break here. We'll come back for the 8th end action with Team Gushue down 2 and needing a steal to keep this game going.
The rock faces around Lake Tahoe are legendary. But this fall, new ones will emerge in the Tahoe Basin. Pullman, Mowat, Gushue, and more. November 4th through 9th, the Grand Slam of Curling's first ever event in the U.S. is coming to Lake Tahoe, where the greatest rock stars on earth unite for 6 days of incredible curling, celebrity appearances, and après curl parties you won't want to miss. Get your tickets at thegrandslamofcurling.com. Let's rock.
Welcome back for, I'm going to call it bonus coverage, because we thought that game, or I won't speak for the two of you, but I thought that game was coming to an end last end, but holding on by a thread is Team Gushue down 2 without the hammer. Both teams end up with lots of time left, so we got lots of time to see who's going to win this game. Advantage to McEwen up 2 with the hammer, but a little bit of life from Team Gushue here on that missed last shot from McEwen. What's the secret to stealing 2 points, John?
well, it used to be. Remember, we tried to throw 2 corners.
Yeah, lie 3, right?
Try to lie 3 and make your opponent look at 3 rocks and have to either hit and stay, or it was always we thought a little more nerves looking at the loss versus
Yeah, this is a good spot then. Same as last time, eh?
tie.
Yeah. You're thinking it's on it.
I think it's It's on.
On the center line, so no
Let's
chip
play the
shot.
turn. This one. Like this? Yeah, I think so, yeah. Shot, Jeff.
Yeah.
Would you throw 2 come rounds here, John, or do you have enough that you can just toss them in the corner?
I would throw top button, top 4.
Yeah.
If you can make them move, they're gonna have to come in earlier than they probably want to move rocks.
Okay. We've made some pretty good ends.
Mark's giggling. We've played some pretty good ends, and we're just getting killed.
That's the one thing that's nice about being here. You get to hear, even when they're not throwing, what the other team's talking about. That's And that's for a lot more entertainment value, I'm sure.
Yes.
Dan's made some shots this game. Hasn't really missed anything, I don't think. See if Jeff can get a high guard here.
Go ahead, Brendan. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh.
Not heavy, Brad.
It's never a good thing. Oh, boy.
You want to be a little scared on the high guards, because if you want it to be real high, you got to risk hogging her.
Curl it, guys. Curl if it's over. Curl if it's over. Curl. Go, go, go.
And in a lot of ways, you're better to hog this than to throw it close to the one in the...
Yeah?
Well, you got to make it. Like, it's no time to throw it 2 feet from the other one and have a double that also comes back into the rings.
Right.
Close. A better room.
It's this one.
Weight's good.
Top 4
Line's
foot.
good. Top 8. Weight's great.
Make this good. Brad's got a lot of work to do to steal 2.
For sure.
Just don't want to leave a pocket.
Yeah, no
or-
pocket.
Yeah, those are 2 great shots.
Nice shot. Great shot.
Really good.
Saville used to make those and then say, now I get to warm up my pointer finger to see who I'm blaming.
Exactly. That's
Wasn't
great.
me.
And the placement of those is so important because now Brad's forced to play weight at it. You know, he can't freeze or just tap something. He's got to throw at least a, back 12, back 8 to get those things, behind the tee line.
Curl, back line. Curl, back line. Curl. Curl, keep going, Jeff. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, good shot.
Good shot. They're going to get a
Try and
couple
get
of
'em all.
chances. All of them, okay. Getting greedy.
You just take the top one.
Good shot.
I think you're trying the double peel.
Yeah,
aren't
don't you
John?
try the double
Yeah,
peel here?
I think you try it.
With
We
how-
don't need to, though.
Well, with how hard he can throw it, though, I mean.
Okay, let's
Mine
go
as
pick
well.
one. Just take the top.
See if Kevin throws this tight and makes the double.
Oops.
Oops.
Yep.
So how does Brad lie 2 buried here, Bella?
Probably. Well, here he throws the high guard, right?
Yeah, and they'll peel it again. Eventually, it's
And
going to come to
then-
this situation. What are they going to do next?
Right.
I think.
So can you come underneath that red one they have not even biting the
We're
4
giving him an
foot?
angle. Leave it
So
as
get
high
out
as
to
we
the back
can.
yellow one?
Yeah.
I think that's probably where they're going to have to go, yep.
Yeah, I really like that call. And I think you can do it sooner than later.
Yeah, I don't see why waiting helps either.
With how tough it is
Angle's
to
a little
place the
better
guards.
now.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
This is not good.
No,
Yeah.
it's not good. I've seen Kevin make a few of these this year. When you throw it like that and it's coming hard, the game gets a lot easier.
Whoa.
It's close.
Touch it. Oh.
Oh, Mike blew it. Don't touch it. Almost made it, but again,
Very
still,
close. Still in a very good
you got
situation.
to call that conservatively. You don't want to miss it thick.
Oh, I really like that one. I thought it was. I thought it would have the same, a little bit like that intern.
How's the speed?
So I don't think they called the right shot here, Bill. I don't think they called
No.
yours.
No.
Unless- they can't be guarding again, can they?
No, they're going to go right to the yellow.
Oh,
At
so they're-
the top
Top
yellow.
yellow.
The top yellow.
Well, that's not the right
Line's
call.
pretty good, Jeff. Line's good.
Line's good, guys.
And how can and Brad can't argue with it. He's down
Exactly.
6'4". Obviously, he's doing something wrong.
We get to be very judgy up here.
Hard. Stay on it, stay on it, stay on it, stay on it, stay on it.
Needs to stay on the center line
Okay, good shot,
side.
Oh.
You're getting comfortable early here in the booth. I like this.
I think you can still just peel.
Yeah?
Oh,
Good
yeah.
course.
All right, you've seen these ends, yeah.
Still has to lie 2, so anything he hits like to hit the top one, he needs to make the double on the back one.
Right.
Or else he won't lie 2, or he'll lie 2, but they'll be side by side wide open. Won't lie 3, rather. Because you either want to lie 2 buried, which that's not going to happen now, so you need to lie 3 somehow.
Yeah.
And then hope Mike hits and rolls out or does something silly.
Right.
Guard in the hole. Guard between the two reds, I assume.
Guard here?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Guard? Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Just
so.
guard the pocket.
Yeah.
Good shot, Flash.
Is that a little more ice?
Yeah, you were there last time.
Okay.
The red-yellow lines up. I think he can make it hit it, like to make the double, because if he knows it, it's not going to be third shot, right? If it doesn't get the back one? Definitely not. So if that's the case, then he has to hit it.
There, Jeff.
I can tell you.
And roll wide, there'll be
Felt
a
there to
pair
me.
of pants double for Mike to win the game.
Yeah, I would assume that Brad's going to do something more fancy. What do you think?
Whoa.
Have to try.
Whoa. Clean, clean, clean.
He could still do that ear shot, Bella. Maybe that was his plan. Freeze first and then go to the back, but then he'll just blast the top two.
Yeah.
I don't have it figured out. If you're Team Gushue fan, I can't see how you're going to win this game. But
You never know.
you giving this a go? That's the only way. Something crazy like hit it on the nose here.
I think you need to, but
Yep.
looked like he hooked
Whoa.
it. Oh, it's
Yes.
a whoa.
Whoa. He's back here. Whoa.
Shot.
That's Flash Man finishing off a
What a game he's had. That
masterpiece.
second half, the second half has been really impressive.
Yes.
Flash is.
What a shot.
Flash is feeling it.
That's roll. No, it's opposite.
Glad that wasn't around yesterday morning.
Yeah, you would have made
Brad.
it going the other way with that throw.
Yeah.
Timeout.
Timeout.
Yeah, good call, man.
Why?
Yeah.
Don't you just come
The only danger is here. I
and
make a really
free-
good one, and if he does stuff it,
Yeah,
stuff
freeze
it
right there. Like freeze back to that back yellow one.
I don't see anything else.
Then he made the
Yeah, like what else?
Or you're tapping it on a perfect angle, but then you're still dead. Like you need Mike to not be able to get one out
Right.
because you need to
Well,
live
it's
three.
the option. I'm just thinking like.
If you freeze,
We may not have a shot to get two of them out if
Yeah.
we freeze here.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Right? Like
Yeah, he made us leave it, draw. He might come back here, and it's game.
could guard it too,
Yeah.
right?
Just throw it away.
yeah, almost throw it away if it's not lined up.
Scary,
right.
but
That would be bold.
yeah.
Very bold, but
No, I just misses. So, okay.
I might not have to hit.
I think that's the shot. How do we get to there?
There. Okay.
my shot is coming
Take
into
more of it.
play.
Yep, sure.
Here it is, just a little later.
Yep.
We haven't gone out this far in this direction, though. That's the only thing. No, we got to get the line.
But
So
what if we nose it if he freezes it perfect?
I don't disagree
We'll
with
call
you that
timeout.
we
Yeah,
need that.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess as long as you
I haven't seen anything this wide out for a draw.
No, you definitely haven't, especially.
A little wider, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a bit different for line and weight.
Sometimes we see this late in the game that it runs actually a little better out here
Yeah.
than the middle.
Yeah, the middle slows
Yeah, because it
down.
gets frosty.
Yeah.
No, it's the middle gets kind of worn out, and
Yeah.
the sides stay
Right.
kind
Yeah.
of a little bit
On
better.
which shot?
This one.
The out turn?
The out turn, yeah.
You think it's going to be that slow?
Yeah.
Oh, and so Mark's actually thinking the opposite. He thinks
Might be some
he
frost.
might, yeah, he thinks it might be some frost.
Into the skip stones in the 8th end of a very interesting game.
Back four.
If you're a Team
Back
McEwen
four.
fan, I guess.
Back
Less
eight.
interesting
Back
if you're
eight.
Team Gushue.
Yep.
Yep. Line only. We're
Watch
there.
this one right on the nose, even a hair on the
We're there.
high side, I would suggest. Really curling
Just
though.
seemed to over, and I assume he's got rid of his rocks. He just seems to over curl a little bit right now on everything.
Yeah, on absolutely everything. And now
Everything,
Mikey's got to just pick that out. And
Timeout. 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 We're just hammering it.
Yeah. You can just hammer it and stuff it if you want.
Weight was good.
Perfect weight.
This is the problem.
I mean, there's a bunch. You just hammer this.
Yeah, I think you just pick this. Yeah. Like
you need to make the red one go away, and you have an open hit to win. So let's do that.
Yeah.
Then roll off. Well,
Yeah, I felt
Gets
like
rid of that
if you feel
situation.
this, he has to sit too.
at you a hair type and super aggressive on the release.
Well, this will flush it. Anything nose or high. It will.
It seems like the easiest shot, but
Same way down there, just halfway down, they make
I mean, smoke it nose or
Even if you get a half, quarter, or third on this side, I mean, it's going into the back one. You might get rid of everything kind of going that way.
Leave one in front.
And then I'll just have an open hit on my
Yeah.
last.
Yeah.
You want this one to be open.
I think we're overthinking this like we did that run back.
That's the other side, I would say.
you're going to make a fine coach, Johnny.
I mean, we'll,
Signal timeout from the bench.
Could be milking the Sportsnet time here, too.
That's true. Smart for the sponsors. Good for the brand.
Top stone, 3/4.
So just decided to hit the top one as we're looking at on the right-hand side. Shooter's going to roll out. The yellow's going to come back and, as Mike said, flush the red. So should stick right on the red and then kill the back yellow. And Brad will have to make a little bit of probably a little short run back to lie 2, and Mike will have an open hit.
Here, Les.
Easy as that.
Yep.
2/3 is good. Well, good.
Mike McEwen, 2 shots away from putting another win in the bank.
Hard. No. Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Oh.
Perfect.
Just like that. Shot rock. Buried. Now, if Brad needed to steal 1, this would be a bad situation because he could just tap freeze and it'd be an automatic steal, but he needs to steal 2. So he could tap it, but I don't think that helps him. So he's just going to hit it in lie 2.
Solid board.
Do you get 2 timeouts?
You do.
Okay.
Outturn could have a little bite. Haven't thrown him much.
So final stone, likely final stone of the game
just this end over.
for Team Gushue, and Brad needs outturn right on the nose.
I was thinking that with
Next door, Yannick Schwaller beat Corey Dropkin. And Yoshimura steals the victory over Team Rano. That's a big one for Yoshimura. They also beat Holman, so they're rolling at the Players' Championship.
Whoa. Clean.
Sounds like they like this one, so Mike's going to have to shoot.
Clean. Whoa.
Now he just has to get rid of 1 red.
That's right. That's
Just
the
like
math.
that?
Yep.
It's a math problem at this point.
Yep.
You're mathing.
Don't run out of time. They got 2 minutes and 20 seconds, so they're not
And
gonna
a
run out of
timeout.
time. Intern, he just threw. He'll throw it nice and hard, and
Just get rid of 1 of them.
Team McEwen's going to win this game.
I don't know how long he's going to spend in the hack.
Hey, you're on TV.
Fantastic.
He might be in the hack for 2 minutes, so we better give him a timeout.
Debating what weight to throw at this. Hard, or harder?
Too many options.
Too many options.
Sometimes.
Final stone of this game, unless something absolutely crazy happens. Mike McEwen for the victory.
Who's left for them?
Dunstone.
And Retornas?
Not Retornas.
Not Retornas.
Dunstone and Cups, maybe?
Okay.
Jacobs, I think.
Clean.
Sounds like he's...
Yep, sounds good to me.
Does he make the double for the over-under? He does.
Shot.
Gets the single point, and it's a blowout now.
Nice.
7-4. And thanks to the dream team of broadcasting, John Epping taking a break from beating the shit out of everybody on the ice. Come in to join us. And Bella Lang, thanks for joining me, Bells.
Thank you for having me.
We'll be back. I'm Brent Lang. We'll be back at 3:30 for 2 more commentated games, and obviously all 4 streamed on Home Team Live for the curling group, the Grand Slam of Curling and Home Team Live. And John, Bell, and Brent, thanks for tuning in. See you next time.
Awesome. See you guys.
The 2025-2026 Grand Slam of Curling schedule is out, with big events happening all over Canada, like the Masters heading to London in September, the Tour Challenge from Nisku this October, the Canadian Open from Saskatoon in December, and the Players' Championship from Steinbeck coming in January. Early bird weekend and full event passes on sale now at gsoctickets.com. Let's rock.
And battled in the most intense games.
Out on the ice, there's no room for compromise.
And when the pressure's on, every millimeter counts.
It's not just a game.
It's about maximizing performance,
pushing limits,
seizing victory.
When victory hangs in the balance,
I know what I'm relying on.
It's a gold line.
It's a gold line.
It's a gold line.
And it's the choice of champions.
When it comes to the game we love, having the right gear makes all the difference.
Gold Line's new curling shoes and brooms are a game changer.
The shoes, unbelievably comfortable.
And the brooms, lightweight and effective, giving you control on every sweep.
When I step onto the ice, I'm not just prepared, I look sharp.